gives you a little bit more. Young Putty, shalom to you, shalom. It's gonna be like the same kind of atmosphere right now. So here we go. We did say we was gonna come back and do something on this one, right? So let's go. Yeah, well, that's what it's gonna be. So shalom to you, family. Shalom, shalom. I hope the voice, is it any better right now? That voice lifting a bit more. Right, okay. Shalom to you there. Shalom, shalom, family. Just those of you who ain't gone and seen the movie yet, I just thought, we'd do a little recap. And see if that actually makes people who haven't seen it to see it and give their thoughts on it as well. So yeah, let's see if everything's first in order in this system we're trying to use here again. So shalom to all of you, family. Shalom to you. It's supposed to be like you, family. Bless you. I've come to your right, yep. Right, shalom to you all, family. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I hope the broadcast is not frozen like yesterday. Just see how it goes, basically. So yeah, shalom to you all. Hopefully it's a bit smoother. We just hope can get the family in to see us just pick up maybe where we left off a little bit yesterday and maybe talk about a few other issues. Right, yeah. Kazan, shalom to you, brother. How are you? Shalom to you. Andeep, shalom to you. Shalom, shalom. Brother Brian, shalom to you. Shalom to you. Shalom to you all. Young Puddy, shalom to you. Shalom to you all, family. I hope you're much, much better than I am. I hope you're much, much better than I am. So shalom to all of you, family. How is your weekend going? How's your Sabbath? How's your whole family and friends and all of that? How is it? How's it going? Yeah. It'll be nice to hear from you guys, to see how you're faring, how you doing, how you're coping with the cold right now, and what's up with your mental, physical, emotional state of mind, and how's life treating you, basically? How's life treating you? Yeah. So yeah, we're back here again. So shalom and blessedness to you. It's a blessing always to be in your midst. Gotta remove this. Well, there you go. So yeah, shalom to you all. This continuation we wanted to do today. Okay, that's great, Brother Cousin. Yeah, right. I hope you're gonna do some fishing or something. Are you gonna be down there doing some fishing? Gonna be doing some fishing, Brother Cousin. Yeah. Right. So yeah, family. I just realized just now, like, this kind of weekend time or period, for those who can still get out, they might be interested in going to see that movie. Um, and it's a well worth movie watching. It's a movie well worth watching. Um, a film well worth watching, and yeah, And I thought, I hope people don't get bored actually of just listening to the, same kind of message again the next day. But hey, it's done and it's out there, and we're not gonna stop it now. We may move into another slightly different topic, but hey, it was just a continuation from breaking down what's going on in that kind of movie realm, because they've got art portraying life and life portraying art. I mean, we're talking life as in what they consider life, i.e., what's going on around our existence. So, all right. So I thought, let's just maybe do a slight more brushing up on that one, and who knows, maybe even get some people on the panel. That would be even much more graceful, really, so we can hear views of people who may have watched it, or views of people what they might think about what they're having a look at. So shalom to you all. Anyone who wants to jump in, we'll try and get the platform open, and hopefully we can make it something like people can actually find restive and edifying for themselves. So yeah, so shalom to all of you, family. Let's have a look now. So yeah, shalom and deep. We go. Shalom Brian, shalom Young Putty, shalom Cousin, GSH everything. Shalom to you. I hope you're all right. I hope all your family is all right too. Yeah, wonder Shabbat day. Absolutely, brother. We're resting it and getting rested properly. Yep. Hope it's the same for you. I've got a kind of warm drink and it's just getting a bit cold. It gets cold like in 5 minutes after you put like a hot drink in the cup. Before you know it, everything's gone cold again. That's the power of the cold out there right now. So I hope you brothers and sisters are keeping yourselves warm the best way you can. This is one of the downsides of being in this sort of cold weathers. It's always like, playing with your what's it called now, your whole biosystem. Who knows, if a few days in time it might be warm again, then you have to get used to the warmth again, and so on and so forth, with so-called global warming going on. You just don't know what exactly is happening, really. Daryl Hicks, shalom to you. Shalom Heracles, Olympiacos, shalom to you, family. Shalom to you both. I hope you're having a Shabbat of life. I hope you have a Shabbat of EA. I hope you're all right. Yeah, it's your brother Ty. Just thought we'd come out and try and cap up on this Black Panther thing. As we do, we just talk about a whole lot of things anyway, So Black Panther is just a little bit of focus right now because it seems to be the thing that's got people talking out there. So yeah, we better jump on that wagon ourselves and feed the people what we have, and see how it goes. So shalom to all of you, family. If anyone's seen the movie lately, that movie itself, Baba Kazan, have you seen the movie yet, Baba Kazan? Have you seen the movie actually? Huh? Have you seen the movie, Brother Kazan? Who's seen the movie out of all of you, brothers and sisters? Oh, Whitney, shalom to you. Oh, you've seen it? Yeah. Well, we need to hear your views. What's that about? We need to hear your views, don't we? Right. Qatar is true. Yeah, you seen it. Yeah. Whitney Ross, shalom to you. Shalom to you. Shalom to you. Hope all families are all right. Shalom to you, family. Shalom to you. Shalom. Yeah. Nice to get your views on that, brother Kazan. Um, everything is everything, you know. So yeah, family, shalom to you, shalom to you. Uh, get ourselves rolling in slowly. See how it goes. If we got enough of us just to enjoy ourselves this little while, um, yeah. So shalom to you, family. Shalom, shalom to you. The computer seems to be working a little bit better today. I've had to kind of like try see if the settings, if all the settings were all right and stuff, and reinstall and deinstall and all that kind of stuff, because it really don't make much sense when we can't hear or see clearly, does it? So yeah, shalom to all of you, family. Life calm, welcome, life calm to you all. When we, yeah, we want to get it in there before the movie itself gets. Obviously, that movie is gonna be some time still being talked about anyway, the way I see it. So we're gonna, yeah, catch up on it again. Um, absolutely. Israelite Jew, shalom, shalom to you. How's your families? Shalom to you. Heracles, Olympiacos, shalom. Whitney Ross, shalom. Qatar is true, shalom, shalom to you. Hope all our families are all right. GSH everything, shalom to you. Daryl Hicks, shalom. Yeah, Andy, shalom. Brian, shalom. Young Puddy, shalom. Shalom to everybody. Shalom to everybody. Yeah, hit the like button and share, and let the families come in. Let them know we've got something maybe much better than the cold that it's enwrapping the whole country or wherever we are right now. So yeah, maybe warm ourselves up with information and words of life right now. So yeah, hit that share and like button and let the people see that something's going on. Yeah, call a friend to call a friend to call a friend, and let's just get on with it and see how we fare. Right. So shalom to all of your families. Yeah. These days, I think people are so cold. People are so cold. They even it makes talking hard, doesn't it? It makes talking hard. So, hey, shalom to you all. Shalom to you all, families. So yeah, there's lots of issues still to talk about that I had written down. I know we got somewhere yesterday about the type of stuff we want to talk about concerning the Black Panther and the African experience. Yeah, but it's a full body review really from our point of view, and how it links in with all the kind of issues that we have to deal with. So it's no getting away from it at all at any point in time. So hey, yeah, welcome. Anyone who's seen the movie, what's your view about it? I mean, what's your view besides the fact that it was a nice thing, a nice piece of production to watch? What was your view again? What was your view? Yeah, I want to know what your view are, what your view is. That'd be very interesting to hear. So shalom to you, family. Yeah, shalom to you, family. Shalom to you, family. Shalom to you, family. Shalom to you, family. Yeah. So I got some. What do you call it now? Going on right there. Zzz. That's it. So yeah, got that going on there. Let's see what we have. Shalom to you, family. Yeah, hit the share button. If it's shareable, Facebook and all that. I'm not an expert on the social media platforms, but yeah, wherever you are, just share the video so it goes out and people can link in and see if it's something that they might be blessed to come and share and partake in. So yeah, shalom to all of you. I hope all of you is in a place mentally, physically, and spiritually that suits you right now. Suits your spirit, suits your soul, um, and I hope it gets even better. So shalom to you again. Yeah, Asher be with you. Yeah, Asher, yeah, be with you. Be with you. Yeah. Right. Right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, who's been learning any original Hebrew languages lately? Has anyone been learning any original Hebrew languages lately? Anyone? I've been rubbing my face with some really hot Chinese balm and stuff. So if you see me sniffing, it's that's just me being right. So yeah. Heracles. They should make a movie about our true history. Ain't nobody gonna do that. We have to do it ourselves. If you want that, we're gonna have to do it ourselves. Don't really need much of a movie like that. Anyway, it's like anything people want done, they have to kind of like move up and just try and do it themselves. Otherwise, it's really hard. It's really hard because movies take years. They can take years to make, can't they? They can take years to produce, years to plan, and all that kind of thing. And it's like, what? Who wants to do all that work for somebody else? It's like, unless they're making money, obviously, which yeah they do. But then there's the other issue of agenda. They want to bring an agenda to the table, a narrative to the table, for whatever reason. And they're not going to do anyone any favors unless it suits their own timing. It suits their own, their own outlook, And whenever a movie comes out, it's all them just trying to reach us, isn't it? It's trying to make, reach us to make their message get into us. And we hardly have any recourse to let our message get to them, if you see what I mean. It's always like almost a one-way traffic, isn't it? Where they telling us. And because we are the consumers, we are on the receiving end, an onslaught of serious information wars, information wars, family. So yeah, but yeah, who knows? That's why we need to band ourselves together and try and do something for ourselves sometimes. You'd be surprised what a $200 movie can do. A $200 movie compared to a $2 million movie. You'd be so really surprised, I mean, there's movies being made in Africa right now, in Nigeria and places like that. It's spreading right now in Africa. The only thing we haven't seen is a serious mindset of people in terms of, putting our own narrative out there. People are doing great work, cinematically speaking. However, I don't know yet of much work that's actually focused on maybe guiding a new vision and telling more of a story from an organic point of view rather than just the regurgitated academic scholar business. You get me? So it'd be nice to see that change around. Tony Estrada, shalom to you, shalom, 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 family. How are you? Shalom to your family. Hope you're well. Hope you're dry and warm. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if I could share with you right now, family. Because I know a lot of you been asking. Like the name of our Creator is one. How do we pray? In that name. Since a lot of people, and I don't even, something that happened to me myself. It's like we've been so used to praying in all the wrong names that it's hard for us to even communicate with our spirit, to communicate with our Creator clearly anymore, because we were, what's it called now? We were onslaughted with evil words to just be a curse upon us, weren't we? Words God and Jesus and church and godliness, all those words are just words of death. So how do we pray? How do we get our prayers out there? A lot of people are still busy with all the old names, which really don't belong to Israel. They belong to Israelites, okay, but they don't belong to Israel. It's sad because we want to engage. You want to engage with brothers and sisters. Some of them who you may even think have a lot of faith, and you would say, they're honorable, dignified people. Then these words come in between us, and unfortunately, living in the West, growing up in the West, a lot of people have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. I mean, like a 0.000.1% idea the power of words and names. Most people, they just have no clue. What does it matter what name you call this or what name you call that? It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, spirit is still ruling within us. Spirit is still ruling within us. So let me just put this here: the power of words. Power of words is one thing. The spirit, this is all the same thing. Spirit of words, words, names, stuff like that, etc. They're really serious, important concepts for ancient Israel, But now that we're in the modern day and modern kind of education system, it doesn't really hit home with people why this is even important. And that's where, for me, I can't live with that, because I grew up in a place where everything you call has a serious meaning. And when we start out calling on the name of death, it's all over from the beginning, right there. It's over from there, you see. So there's power in names, power in words, power in our thinking, and we can only think via the language and the information that we grew up in and grew up around, or and stuff like that. So you must see what I'm talking about right now, how it's so important that we can humble ourselves to understand that our ignorance constitutes death, according to Hosea 4:6. But unless we have humility to have a look again, um, it's going to be hard for us to engage with each other, because how are we going to be of one company but 10 different names? How? That's a question there. Tigri, shalom to you. Shalom to all your families. How are you? Shalom to all your families. War ready. This movie was boring. Wow. Okay. You want a refund? They won't give you a refund. They won't give you a refund. You're gonna have to fight for it. You're gonna have to put on your armor to fight to get your refund. They might offer you something better. I might offer you something better. I don't know if they'll let you have a refund. Well, if you do get a refund, can you get one for me too? Get one for me so I can go watch it one more time. Yeah. Yeah. That could be something you could do. Are you serious though? Is that a serious thing? Express your disappointment. Fight the power, right? Absolutely. That'd be interesting. Well, the cinema is down the road from me. You know. Well, depends where you are, really. I hope you watched the right movie. I hope it was the right movie that you actually saw, right? Did you actually see the right movie, yeah? Thing is with movies is the more you watch, the more boring they become. See, so you got to space yourself out. If you're someone who's used to watching movies a lot and movies like that, then you need to stay away for quite a while to allow the dynamics of a new movie to get to you, because we get desensitized by all these violence, conflict movies, so that. And if it's just one of them types, just conflict and fighting, and it starts to make less impact on our psyche if we want to enjoy that kind of thing. So you have to step back a little bit and enjoy other stuff that's a bit more intellectually challenging. Then you can go and watch Punch for Punch. You see, you got to step back. So, but hey, yeah. I didn't go there for the excitement. I went there to see what the messages in the movie are. What's the message in there? What are they trying to show us? What are they trying to inform us about? What's coming in the future? Stuff like that. That's why I went to watch it. But if it was just for entertainment or feel, as they say, feel good, and I wouldn't be interested at all. I'd do something else. I'd make my own movie, something like that. But having said that, yeah, we want to talk about it. If anyone's seen it, we want to do a little synopsis on it. If people have other views of why they found it this way or that way, we want to have a look at that, and then try and break down the codes in there and see how that we can use that to prepare or reprogram our minds, spirit and soul. Yeah. Tigri, right? Ty, do me a huge favor and explain Iye Asher Iye versus Iye Asher Iye versus Yahuwah Elohim versus yeah. The first name there is the name Tigri. Hope you hear me. The first name there is the original language with the original people, who you can still find on the earth right now. Okay, and one of them is speaking to you right now. The other part of it is a variation that the Masoretes, Europeans, and so-called Hebrew scholars and so on and so forth, that they put in there for their own pronunciation and for the deception. You know, they put that words in there for their own pronunciations, because the word Iye, as it is in the real Hebrew languages, which this one is a Yoruba language and it's a Hebrew language. Yeah, there's a lot to speak about when we talk about the Hebrew language. So some of you might still have questions like, oh, what's Brother Ty is talking about? He said, you know, it can get really confusing. So, but what do we do? We've been deceived for so long that to explain everything in 1 minute won't be easy either. But what we're trying to do is trying to take you slowly down that avenue to understand what's happened and what's going on. So the word Iye, Asher Iye means life. It doesn't mean life as you live only. It means the essence of our Creator, who is the Creator and who contains the creation. Everything created is within Him and outside of Him. In everywhere you turn, it's Him. So that Iye, Asher Iye is the real original name. I've got a Yoruba Bible right here. Okay, I've got a Yoruba Bible right here, and I could show you that. Funny thing they did, yeah. They made sure they took his name out where it should be in the Yoruba, because if they put it there, it would make sense to us. You see, so they took it out from there, and they put the word Olorun there. Okay. And that's how you know that they're just liars to hell, basically, you see. So, but nevertheless, they couldn't hide it in the rest of the book. They couldn't hide the name in the rest of the book, because the name, it's an organic name. It's organic and original, and just nothing you can do about it. You'd have to get rid of the whole people of the face of the earth to be able to get rid of that name. But they've started. They just didn't finish the job. They finished it for the world, but they haven't finished it for the true children of Israel. So Iye, Asher Iye, in the first line, Tigri, is the true and original name. Yeah, and we're going to be going into a lesson for that in the academy, because it's going to take learning the language and me being able to show people stuff. Yeah, the second line, which you had there, which is spelled Ehyah, is a corruption of the original. And there's also another one that is normally used there. Sometimes they use this one, Iye. Yeah, they use that one, or they spell it however they like anyway. Yeah. So, but they spell it in many ways. Yeah, they spell it like this as well: Ehyeh, Asher, Ehyeh, because that's their tongue. That's the only way they would be able to get the tonation on it, But where we come from, that word spelled ASE is actually, it's just like the English characters for the fonts on the computer can't write the Yoruba right now, you see. So that's how they've tried to delete our language out of the world so that people can't even come back to it. So spelled like they have, like ASHER, yeah, like this, it's easy to get rid of our way of writing, So, but if you remember the scripture, I don't know how much you know about scripture. That's why sometimes it's hard to explain stuff to people, because some of the things we need to explain, some of us need to be grounded in some of the background information as well, just so that it makes a bit more sense and we don't have to dig too deep to get some simple things out. But we take all questions, as long as they're not time wasters. We take all questions and try as much as we can to the maximum to help anyone who really wants to understand, to learn, and to become what Iye wants him to be. So, but the second part of the names you put there, they are just deceptions. Okay. As soon as you move into Yahuwah,
that's a different personality altogether. Okay, Yahuwah and Yahweh, Bahasha, those ones are just, they're just the names of, it's sad because they don't actually, they're not the name of our creator. They may mean, they may, they them at most, beneficially at most, they just simply mean power, but we don't know which power, i.e., you don't know which deity. It just means a deity. So the word Yah means, a deity, okay? Stroke power, all right, family? Yeah? So Yah means deity, stroke power. Now, Hua, you don't now need to now go and find out who that one is. Hawa is actually, let me see if I can pull this for you now, because it's kind of incidental that you should ask anyway today, because I was thinking to put that up in the, let me see if I find it now. Wow, I was thinking to see if I should put that up just as a slide, just so that, who knows. And I thought, oh no, we're not dealing with that today. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna pull this for you right now. Let's just where were we now? Here, let me show you where the word comes from right now. Okay. All right, family. So here is the word Yahweh there. Okay. All right, family. Can you see that right there? Okay. So that's where I believe, I'm hoping I've put the right slide in there, because my eyes are really tiny to see it from where I am here. But I think I've put the right slide up for you there, family. So you can see where the word Yah and Yahweh and Yahweh comes from, okay? I hope you can see it now. I don't know if it's coming up yet. Let me see where my screen is. Let's see where there you go. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. So that's where that name comes in from, okay? And you can see it's actually from the Strong's Concordance. Yeah. It clearly shows you there. It means disaster, okay? Yeah. So, but Hova just means disaster. It's right there. Okay. Your brother Ty ain't making it. I ain't making it up or trying to, give you some wrong information. All right. So and I got other material that easily I can show you. Okay. Never mind the language itself. You understand? Yeah, I mean that's the whole point. We've done some work on this, some videos on this. It's just sometimes hard to know who's gotten the information and who hasn't got the information yet. All right. So, but you can clearly see that it's right in there. But right now, as we're talking of stuff like this, they start to change all this kind of information because they realize every year or two, they water down truth or hide the lies a little bit more because they know people ain't even paying attention anymore, because they study what people are doing in the so-called Hebrew Israelite fashion world, i.e. the language we use, what we believe, what we're vibing with, who's really teaching us. If they think the numbers are sufficiently enough to hide truth and to disguise lies and stuff, they just do it, knowing that ain't nobody gonna mind, ain't nobody cares, ain't nobody misses truth. Truth has disappeared, so what? But for those of you who love truth, it's right there. So like I'm saying, we can't be, the funny thing is, family, this is a name that Israelites were using as well. Israelites were using it. It's not like a big deal. I mean, what I'm saying is, it's not like something you can't find in our literature. that some Israelites were calling on Yahuwah. Of course they were. That's what we always done. That's what our book is. Our book is only full of the things we shouldn't be doing. You know, our book is full of the things we shouldn't be doing, isn't it? Let me pull a scripture for us. Where am I now? Right now, you know, our book is full of things we shouldn't be doing. That's where the whole thing is. So, you know, it's yeah, brother Alozi, shalom to you, shalom Alozi. I hope you're all right. How's your family? You know, shalom to you. Just give me a second. Look at that now. My computer's gone obsolete suddenly now. There you go. That's what happens. Yeah. So they've put their deities into people's minds, and nobody, you know, nobody is any wise. You see, so a lot of people are just like going with the fashion, because you see, it rolls off people's mouths. People just love names. They love fanciful names, names that suit their spirit, you know, names that sound big in the mouth. You know, they sound full-mouthed. I mean, Yahuwah, Yahawasha. Yeah, it sounds like, wow, you know. It's impressive to some people. They think it's an impressive thing. So they don't check. They just like, yeah, I like that one. So they go with a camp based on how they like the name. And we're not saying if it's even true. We're just saying it just suits their fancy. It's more like people, you know, follow music because of how it sounds. People follow music because of how it sounds. A lot of them don't follow music for the words in there. Some, if a smaller number, follow music for the words. And sometimes some people just like the beats, you know, just the sound. That's what we have in the Israelite community right now, in the diaspora, you know, because if you were just give me a second, I'm just checking something, you know. If you were in Africa, where names mean everything, yeah. If you were in Africa where names mean everything, you couldn't get away with calling on the wrong name. You couldn't get away, you know. You couldn't get away with calling on the wrong name, because it just means something quickly. It means something quickly. Everybody knows that. Oh, whoa, what name did you just call? You understand? But in Europe, and if you've grown up in Europe, names don't really mean anything. You know, half of the names that our people are bearing in the United States don't mean nothing to them mentally. Even those who name themselves after all these Egyptian names and all these Kemet names, it don't mean nothing to them, because they're not speaking the language on a daily basis. They're not speaking the language. It don't mean nothing to them. But let me say a few words in the original language. Let somebody from an African Israelite culture speak some words in that language. You can't change it. You can't take that name and go and use it some other way. People will be like, hold on, are you with us or what? You see what I mean? Because it intrinsically, it just has meaning. Every letter, every title, every tittle, every jot has a meaning. Okay? So you remember when Christ came and he says, you know, heaven and earth shall not pass away until every little tittle and jot is fulfilled of the law. It has to be, because every tittle and jot has a meaning in our language. And I'm holding a book right here that has a title. And let me show you. Let me try and pull something for you. Anyway, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be doing this anyway. You know, just that we ain't organized how to get this out there yet. I'm hoping that somehow. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Let me see what I find. Yeah. Let me see what I find. Uh, Let me see what I find, family. Just give me a second, I beg you. I know somebody did say that they managed to they managed to get something, you know, and that's impressive. Oh, here we go. It's not gonna serve for now, you know. So I'm just hoping I can find something that I can show you. Hmm. Well, let me see where this is coming from. Okay. Let me go to Joanne. Yeah. All right. So let me show you now, my brother, um, what I'm trying to say right to you right now. Yeah. And thank you for the live question, because it's gonna be for some people right now, something of real interest. Okay. So here we go, brother. Tigri, um, about what I'm trying to say to you, okay? So you can see, yeah, there you go, Alozi. When we give our names to them, every African name, when we bring it to Europe or the West, they just destroy it. They destroy it in a matter of a second. It's over, you know? But if our mothers and fathers came around, they would be like, why are they calling you like that? Don't they know that intentionally we named you that name so that that name can have meaning, can have power, that we know exactly what we're talking about? You know, a name is like a prayer. A name can be like a prayer or a curse, you know. A name can be like a prayer or a curse where we come from. You see what I mean? So when it becomes a name of a deity, you can't have it two ways, because the people of that culture always know that you've changed the deity. By changing the name, you've changed the deity. Oh, so what have I got here? Do excuse me. I've got the wrong, where am I here? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, brothers. I got the wrong screen there for you. But let's get this up there. Okay. So here's the screen as you can see it right now, okay? So here is the name of our creator. And let me just say one thing for you, okay? If you don't understand the language, you can't simply just start to jump into it just because Google helps you to do it, okay? Because, like I told you, they really want to destroy us. And I mean, even those who speak the language, those who speak Yoruba, and, you know, I'm challenging people to bring somebody who speaks Yoruba onto the show, like I speak Yoruba, yeah? And you will soon see how they've made us to forget our language by certain questions I'm going to ask that person. And that person is going to be like, you know what, brother Tai? Actually, you reminded me something. There are people who speak better Yoruba than me, who, because they grew up, I didn't, you know, after my teenage years, I left our country behind. You see what I mean? So those who grew up in the culture to their 30s, to their 40s, in the proper language, not the watered down type, they would be able to like teach me much, remind me of much, okay? But for someone who just grew up in the cities, they would be learning all day long if they listen to me, because our languages are being destroyed by the Western world. They're being destroyed, taken out. So anyway, here you have the word Iye in the book of John, okay? It's there right there, okay? I don't know how to highlight it in this book. It won't let me highlight, but let me just see if I can highlight. Oh, there you go. So there's the word Iye right there, okay? So you can see the word Iye right there, all right? Yeah? You can see it right there, okay? You see what I'm saying? Okay, so I can show you all the words that you need to find to justify what I'm teaching you, what I'm showing you, what I'm explaining to you, okay? And even for me, having the book, it still takes some serious background knowledge of the language to know how they can hide things and how I can reveal the same thing later on. All right. Now, if you can see what I'm saying, let me see. Yeah. Let me go to Genesis, right? Let me go to Genesis right here. You see, right? This is all the names they've put. Where was I gonna go? Yeah, I'm gonna go Exodus actually. Exodus 3 and where are we here? It's Exodus 3 and 13. All right. Now look how they've rendered the name. Look how they've rendered the name that was revealed to Moses. Look how they've rendered it here. It's the one in the capital letters, okay? That's how they've rendered the name. This is them, yeah? This is how they've rendered the name. Okay? That's how they've rendered the name. So they couldn't even put the name as we can find it in the normal, interlinear Bible. Yeah, anyone of you have an interlinear Bible? If you know what interlinear Bible is, it's got the three languages compared side by side, like the English, the Greek, the Hebrew. Some may have other languages compared side by side, but the Hebrew always is central to it, okay? So in the Hebrew, the names we find in the Hebrew is that Iye, Asher, Iye, okay? But when you come into the Yoruba, they don't put it there. They don't want to put it in there, because if they put it in there, the Yoruba man will know that that's our name. You understand what I'm saying, family? If they put that name in there, the Yoruba person will know, hold on, this is actually our name. It would just be it would be as clear as day. It'd be as clear as day. So they had to cut it out and put some lie in there. But they can't lie to me. They could have lied to our whole nation, but they couldn't lie to Brother Ty. Because I took the time to have a look. Once the Most High, he said, you check everything. Check everything. You got to clear the house. Check everything, Ty. So the more I looked at it, I'm like, hold on. Everything in the book is about the Yoruba culture. And when I say Yoruba culture, look, the Igbo language is very similar to the Yoruba language. And a lot of Igbos don't know that. I don't know who my Igbo brothers right now. Let me who we got online right now. Where are we here? Yeah, where are we right here? Yeah. I don't know how to pan through this thing. Yeah. So let me just save this. What I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna do right. Okay, just give me a second, family. Trying to navigate between all kinds of things right there. So put that here, then so I can come out of this window and then can see a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Where's that image right there? Right. So what I'm trying to explain, family, is they couldn't lie. They couldn't lie to me because I'm checking. They could lie to people who've already believed something and don't have any problem with what they're looking at, I managed to be able to see that, hold on, they lied to us about everything. They lied to us about everything. So we got to check everything now. Everything is fair game to be checked. Everything. And I mean everything. So where's the document I just saved just now? Where's it gone? Oh, sorry. I haven't saved it actually. Give me a second. Sorry. Right, yeah. So, so let me put this up there. I'm gonna narrow this down a little bit, family. Just give me a few seconds, yeah? Okay. All right. So that name is up there, okay? That name is up there, all right? They couldn't lie. because they wouldn't get away with it. They wouldn't get away with it. So from henceforth and from a long time now, people are starting to understand that, hold on, the more they hear this information, the more they can see that, Brother Tai ain't lying to them. It's no lie. So let me check the Alozi. Yeah, thank you, brother. I just want I know I don't we haven't met and all that and haven't spoken much, yeah, but I like our people to at least hear something and then check what Brother Tai says, yeah. Excuse me. I mean, I grew up in Nigeria, and a lot of the time people used to say, "Onna, are you Igbo?" And they would speak Igbo to me, and some words I would understand, and sometimes I have to say, bro, thanks for the love and all that. We all the same family, but I'm more Yoruba. I mean, so some Igbo is in my family, but I don't speak Igbo. I hardly speak Yoruba anymore. So, but it was always interesting because they always look at me like I'm an Igbo brother, But the thing was, when we look in the Igbo language and the Yoruba language, we see a serious correlation. But anyone who's not looking seriously can't see it. And when you think how the nation was divided so that we can just fight each other, hate each other, the whole agenda was so that we won't be able to find ourselves in history. We won't be able to unite. We won't be able to do anything to fight the enemy. So, but when we look clearly, we can see that, hold on, Igbo and Yoruba coming out of the same language tree. It's coming out of the same language tree. So we got to pay attention. The same way when you move out from Yoruba land, Nigeria, you move into Ghana. The Ghanaian language sounds like the Igbo language. Not all of it, but there's a serious correlation. When you go down into South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, a lot of the Malawi, a lot of the languages down there sound like Igbo language. For those of you who don't know, it's like, wow. I've got a Ghanaian friend or like 10, 20 Ghanaian people that I know. Sometimes when they start speaking their own particular dialect, I'm like, hold on, are you speaking Igbo? They're like, no, it just sounds so almost identical. But when you go and check it, you can see that it's the same language tree. So what we're looking at is the conformity with the language dispersion with what the Creator had in mind. He wanted us to go forth on the face of the earth and spread out. He wants us to spread out, just like humans spread out. There's nothing wrong with languages spreading out. And yeah, we remember the story of Babel, as the languages were confused and the people spread out. But we can still see the evidence of that. We can still see it, how those languages that were spread out can still be found linking each other together. We can still find them. Anyone who wants to and who has the time and who's not biased, who loves truth, easily can find them. Anyone who is nepotic, i.e., I'm Yoruba, I'm Igbo, or I'm only this, I hate, you can't find truth. You can't find truth because you're closing your eyes to whatever else there is out there. That's why I always say, let's hear what they have to say. Let's hear what they have to say. As long as we're respectful to each other, I would listen. I can disagree, but I will listen. I can fight the information, but I will listen. Even if it's going to go against what I think, what I agree with, what I believe, stuff like that, I have to still listen. So it's upon that I'm able to see clearly. If I was biased, I couldn't even see nothing. If I was biased, I couldn't see nothing. I was down in Nigeria. The last time I was down there, when I was speaking to an elderly uncle, and I had to show him some stuff. He was shocked. And this uncle is deep in the Bible. He's a Seventh-day Adventist, I think, Mormon church, or one of them, Jehovah's Witness. Sorry, it was a Jehovah's Witness. So he's deep into the Bible, and he's an elder. You know, he lived just opposite my house. He's an elder. So when he understood that I just came from abroad, and he was like, oh, you know, which part of the world? And I told him, he's like, oh, you know, I used to study there, studied in Japan. And I said, uncle, all our elders, they're into religion, i.e., you know, the Bible, the Quran, or something. So they're sweet to talk to because they got information. So, but when you come with them, you now have to be humble enough to say, uncle, you know, this thing don't look correct. Do you mind if I show you something? And if their spirit is life, they will let you talk. If they start going off on a tangent, like shutting you up without reason, you have to start standing your ground, because that's what the book says. We have to listen to our creator, not to man. But if man would listen to his creator, we can listen to that man. It's not a problem. We can learn from that man all day long. But once he starts not, and we can be like evidenced against that or with that, we have to start, you know, also digging in and saying, look, uncle, we have to be careful here. You know, so, but once I showed him a couple of things in the Yoruba, he was like, what? He was so embarrassed. He just kept dodging me. Because, you know, he was in the Bible before I was born. What's that going to do to him now? He's in his 60s or 70s, almost there. And, you know, he's finding out things that's going to revolutionize the world. Now what's he going to do? Is he now going to go back to his what do you call it? His congregation, family, and tell them, like, look, we've been praying to the devil. Who's going to be able to do that? It's hard. It's hard, family. So, yeah. So Tigri, I hope I've been able to, like, at least show you, you know, with that information, some of the things which are, you know, serious for you to know. Let me see if this looks. There you go. Right, you know. So. So let me just, yeah. So yeah, I hope that, you know, that answers the question in short, you know, just in short. Yeah, look, family, if you haven't been listening to Brother Ty from the beginning, trust me, just throw away everything in your head. I'm telling you, family. You know, don't come in here thinking you're just going to learn a few lines of truth and then go and add it to the lies you have. It doesn't work like that, family. It doesn't work like that. Let me show you an image, all right? We've done this before, you know. But, you know, it don't work like that, family. So someone's asking about the description of Esau, description of Jacob. I wish I could hear what you have to say, just in talk, because it's easier to be able to answer, to be able to answer in talk rather than text, because I couldn't be sure exactly what you're asking. I couldn't be sure, and sometimes I might even answer the wrong thing, whereby you weren't even asking that kind of question, and it looks like I'm going against you instead of actually agreeing with you. So if it comes across like that, just know it's not intentional. It's just because text sometimes can be taken out of context, yeah? Text can be taken out of context. So let's write that there. Text can be taken out of context, yeah? Can be taken, yeah, out of context. So if it comes out, like, you know, out of context, yeah? So when that happens, yeah, just take it easy. 5, 6, 7, that one, yeah? So I like to hear people's views, but let me just say, I don't know, you know, I know it sounds arrogant, but it has to be. If you haven't listened to Brother Ty from the beginning of the book called the Bible, you've been wasting your time. You really have been wasting your time. because a lot of things that you need to learn, you can't learn it in English. You can't learn it in English, family. The book, you must admit, family. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing and always do it, yeah? Let us admit that we were never English people. Yeah, let's admit that. Yeah, let's just admit that for 1 second, because that might just bring some people back to their senses, really. Yeah, we were never English people. Okay, let's just admit that. So everybody give that a 7, 8, 9. It's very important for your mindset. We want to do things. We want to do things precept upon precept. All right. Everybody give that a 7, 8, 9. If you were always an English person, don't give it a 7, 8, 9. But it don't mean you're not involved in what we're talking about. But pay attention to what we're trying to teach you. Huh? Give it a 7, 8, 9, family. We were never an English people, i.e. Israel. We were never an English people. Were we English? No. So what language do we have to learn the Bible in? You all watch debates between Muslims and everybody else. The first thing the Muslim would tell you is the Quran was not written in English. That's the first thing they tell you. That's like, Islam 101. So put it in there, family. We were never an English people. Just put 7, 8, 9 if you agree with that. We never were an English people. We're still not an English people. You can adopt it and be confused by it, but you were never an English people. You need to understand that. So stop looking at things from an English perspective. That's why your brother Ty is here. Because I'm not giving you things according to English scholars. I'm not giving you things according to English liars. People who've been lying to us for thousands of years in a different language. They can't lie to you when you know your own language. Are you listening, family? You can't lie to a Chinese person about what's in his own book when he can still speak his language. That's why the Chinese, they can learn every other language, but guess what? They make sure that they learn theirs too. But guess, most of the people teaching out there right now are people who don't even speak their own language to start with. Then they go and learn from those who say that they are the people in the book. They go and learn from the people who themselves don't even understand the Hebrew language. Are you listening, family? Are you listening? They go and learn from people who don't even know what they're talking about. They go and learn from Europeans who converted to Judaism, which is not our thing. Europeans converted to something called Judaism. Judaism is Kabbalah. It's the same as Islam. But this was a Babylonian concept that was put in place since this 600 BC. That was put in place before our Christ even came along to deceive Israelites who were still speaking their own language. All right? Those things were put in place for us to be deceived. And then we come along 2,000 years later. People are going to learn that fake language, thinking they're learning the real Hebrew language. Let me see if we can get something. Hold on. Actually, let me leave this page open anyway. You know, it's just madness, family. It's madness. Let me see if I can pull something here quickly. I don't know if I can find it here. So, you know, we're going off on a different tangent, but like we do, yeah? Like we do that all the time. Let me see where we can... let me see. Now, yeah, let me share this. Let me share this page right here. Let me see if this page is going, if it's going forth right now. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Right. So here's the fake Hebrew language. Okay, family. Here's the fake Hebrew language. All right. Hmm? Hmm? You know, it's so much information in there. Okay, but you know, it's just like this. It's you know, it's just madness. Hmm? I mean, you know, it's just madness. You just read that. It's just so much to read. It's just like hard to even. It's hard to even start. Okay, it's hard to even start. Hmm? Now, but let's read from here. Okay, see that, family? I must read in from here. Okay, it says Hebrew had ceased to be an everyday spoken language somewhere between 200 and 400 CE, declining since the aftermath of the Bar Kokhba revolt. Hmm? You seen that? Well, if it stopped being an everyday spoken language, now look at what happened. Yeah? Then in the 19th century, it was revived. Revived? How many years is that? How can you revive a language when it stopped? It stopped like how many thousand years later? I mean, yeah. How many thousand years later? Eh? 2,300 years later, or what? How you gonna do that? Hmm? How you gonna do that? How you gonna bring a language back without the people? The people are a black people. The people are a black people. The language is now spoken by white people. How you gonna be able to find truth in that? Hmm? For this reason, Hebrew has been referred to by Jews as holy language since ancient times. Now, this all lies. This all lies they're talking to you about right now. You know, these are just all lies they're talking to you right now. Which Hebrew? Which one? Who's Hebrew? Whose Hebrew are we speaking? We ain't speaking black people's Hebrew. Hmm? We ain't speaking black people's Hebrew. This is European, you know. Modern is called modern Hebrew. The same like the lying modern, the same like the Arabic language. It's a modern Arabic language. It's a lie. It's a lie. The real original languages are still with the black people of sub-Sahara Africa. Everything else is a corrupted piece of language. That's why the Muslims want every black people to learn their language, to learn their Arabic. Because if you learn their Arabic, you soon forget your Arabic. And it starts to not make sense to you anymore. Your language starts to not make sense. Whereby we know that Muhammad was a black person, right? Well, if Muhammad was a black person, then how are you now telling us that that we should listen to white people speaking or learning from them how to speak Arabic language? Why should we learn from them? Why should we learn from them? Hmm? Why should we learn from them? So it's a fraud. So we can't find our name. We can't find our name or our heritage when we start to go to listen to these nations. We can't, because it was always their intention for us to never be able to find ourselves. Okay? They never set up for us to find ourselves. Nah, enough. It's a video I'm looking for, and I wouldn't know where it is now. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Hmm? You understand? Let me see. It might be in this one. No, it can't be in this one. Let me have a look. Yeah. So let me try and get a video out. Let me try and get a video out. Just give me a second, family. All right. I don't even know if I need to do that anyway, because I know you already understand that. But it's just there's just some naysayers who might start saying, no, what we're saying is wrong, da da da. And we ask them to come and talk about it, but they just won't. But when it suits them, they'll say yes, what we're saying is right. When it suits their agenda, when it goes against their agenda, they'll soon change their tone and tell us something else. Can't even find which video that is now. Oh, the guy was absolutely like, yeah. I don't even know where the thing is. Well, look. Yeah, we got some videos out there anyway. So, family. I hope you can see what we're showing you. We're not messing about. Not messing about at all. We're not messing about at all. So they want us to lose our language. We've almost lost everything. We've almost lost everything. For us to come back to get it, people want you to believe a lie. They want you to believe the lie. So they keep supplementing you with every kind of madness just to make you leave your own truth. So how are we supposed to go learn Hebrew language from a people who came along 2,000 years later to invent a new type which suits only their tongue? It suits their tongue. It's got nothing to do with us. Yiddish, Ashkenazi, whatever, Turkish, crypto-Turkish. It's got nothing to do with us. It's not our language. But we going to learn from them. So all the teachers out there teaching the name of the Most High. The name of the Most High. The name of the Most High. They're teaching you lies. They're teaching you lies, family. They're teaching you lies. They're teaching you lies. They're not teaching you any truth. So the question you ask there is a valid one in many ways. What's the difference between these funny names? Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yahweh. So let's show that picture again, because some of you who just joined the chat, so you can see it, so that we don't have to deviate. Where is it gone again? Probably still there in the OBS there. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we want you to have it, to always know clearly. Yeah. So here's the name Yahweh and Jehovah. It's the name of Satan. All right. The name Yahweh and Jehovah is the name of Satan. And that same name is now named Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahawashi. My brothers and sisters who are using that name, even Yah don't mean anything else but just a deity. Yah just means deity. Which one? Which one though? Which one? Which deity? So we're showing you by evidence. We're showing you by evidence what we're talking about, so that you can be sure that you're not being messed about. And we say anyone who disagrees, please come. Let's hear your reasons. Let's hear your reasons. Let's hear your reasons. If you're sure that what you know or what you've been taught is truth, let's have a look. Let's just let's examine you a little bit. We're gonna examine you a little bit. Examination. It's a family thing we need to do. Let's read one scripture, family. Yeah. Let's read one scripture, so that you can see why we're saying what we say. Okay. Let's read one scripture. We have a scripture here. We have Jeremiah 23, okay? Jeremiah 23 and 27, okay? Jeremiah 23 and 27, family. Tells you clearly. So if you got it, if you got that out now, Jeremiah 23 and 27. Some of you. Jeremiah 23 and 27 says, excuse me. Let me see if I pick it up from the verse before. Yeah, let me pick it up from 26. Yeah, okay. You can even take it back much longer, but just to get to the point. Jeremiah 23 and 26 says, "How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yeah, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal." All right? Let me read that again, 23 and 27. "Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal." So there you see clearly that the name issue has been an eternal one. It's been an eternal one. We've dealt with the names. We're going to do it again and again and again and again and again. We're going to do it for all eternity. For those who, really want to know, and those who just want to fight about it. Yeah? So, all these teachers in the Americas, they're teaching you lies. They definitely are teaching you lies. All the teachers in Africa are teaching lies too. They're teaching lies because they're not even bothered. They're not even bothered with the, with the name anymore. They just call him Olorun and Olu and anything, Yah, anything. It's all the names of other deities. It's not the name of our Creator. All right. So, and it's the easiest to fall into those names. It's the easiest to fall into those names. It's just like to escape from it is just not easy. It's the most prevalent piece of information out there. To run away from it ain't gonna be easy at all. So, that's what we just wanted to clear that one up. So, let me say shalom to all of you family who've just joined us. Thank you for joining us again. We're all in here trying to show you stuff and teach you stuff, and let you know that what we're doing is real. people who may want to disagree, you're more than welcome to come on board and join the panel. Um, if you want to join the panel, just email us to this email. Hit online 314 at gmail.com. Okay, so that's the email if you want to join the panel, or ask some questions live, or you want to just join the family, or anything that links with what we're doing. Basically, you want to register for the academy, that's the email there, or you just want to contact Brother Ty, and whatever reason, besides being everything death, but as long as it's life, yeah, we want to hear you. So that's the email there. You want to join the panel. We haven't had some panel for some days or sessions right now, so anyone who wants to come in on the panel, shalom to you. That's what we do. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are out there right now asking all the wrong questions, and it's if you're there, family, anyone of you is out there still asking all the wrong questions, don't forget you're only gonna get wrong answers. And if you waste your time asking the wrong people the wrong questions, then you're gonna get twice as much wrong answers. So if you really want to learn, so you can be useful, then you come to the right place. If you just want to argue and fight and then do nothing with the knowledge besides shouting and talking, you're in the wrong place. I spend time also listening to all the things that people talk about, in Islam, in the Kemetic societies, or atheists everywhere, so I can know what their problems are and what their questions are and what their lies are, and I get really upset when I see the mixture of lies and truth, So, for example, I watch my brother Kalam, sometimes, doing his thing, but I don't understand how they can mix. How do they feel mixing truth with lies? I don't understand that one. I really don't understand it. I don't know how there could be so much knowledge around, but at the same time, there's still so much lies in the same thing, So I'm hoping that, that gap is going to be bridged sometimes. I don't like the kind of hostile investigation that we do. But what do we do, family? Because the way I see it is like, if those who have some kind of knowledge, if they're not really teaching truth, then what use is the knowledge? What use is the knowledge, family? What use is the knowledge? Marvin Drum writes, yeah, I'm reading. You say, bro Ty, our people turned their backs on the Most High, and they knew His name. Why is it important to know the Most High name? Is this a salvational issue? Yeah, it's everything, brother. I just imagine, why is it important that we should know your name? Think about it like that. Why is it important that we should even know your name? Why do you have a name? I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, and I'm not trying to dodge the answer or question by answering like that. Trust me. But you need to reflect on that. Why is it important that you have a name? And should your name be maintained? That you have a name. Why is it important? Why is your name not going to change on your passport, you know, on your driver's license, bank cards. Yeah? Why? Why is it important? You know, bank card, driver license. Why is it important? Talk to me, brother. It's your salvation. Your salvation depends on that, don't it? Because if you get your name wrong on your passport, your bank cards, your driver license, you won't get any salvation. You go to the bank, they'll refuse you money. You're going to die. You're going to try to drive a car that you can't drive. You're going to die. Yeah, identification. But here, what else I'm also saying, how are you going to get your money from your bank if your name ain't correct? Will they give you money with a different name today and give you with a different name tomorrow? The ID is important. The ID is key. 789, the ID. Identity and destination. Identity and destination. That's what his name is about. Okay? Yeah? So 789, that one. Thank you, young Puddy. Thank you for that. Identity is the first thing, then destination. All right, brother Marvin. The identity is key. You know, look how America is called America, right? China is called China. Anybody leaving Africa to go anywhere wants to know where they're going. If they want to go America, they better make sure it's not South America. You know, you don't want to end up in the America called South America, innit? You want to make sure you go to the real America. You know, everybody says I'm going to America, and everybody don't even ask anymore because they know that, boy, there's only one that carries weight. But there's still got to be distinction, you know, between America North, America South, America Central, or any other place called America. There's got to be distinction. So, yeah, salvation is going to come out of his name because his name is salvation all through and through. His name is life eternal. So where else do we want to go when his name means life? We want to go into life. We want to be inside him. We want to have him inside us. We don't want to go anywhere else. But what we have on the face of the earth right now is death. All the names we're worshiping on the earth right now is the names of death. G-O-D. The G-O-D is death. People don't have a problem with that name. You see what I'm saying, brother? They have a problem with the name of the Creator, but they don't have a problem with the name of death, as we showed. As we showed clearly, you know, we showed it clearly. It's actually still on the screen. Yeah? It's still on the screen. That's the name of death. So the name of the Creator hasn't been given any prominence on the face of the earth. It hasn't been given any prominence. We want that to change for those who want life. You see, those who want life, that needs to change. That needs to change, family. For those who want life, it has to change. We can't go on like that. So anyone who's using names that are just way out of, you know, way out of what we're talking about is just madness, you know. So we need to be focusing back on him. Tell me, somebody, why are we called Israel? Why can't the name Israel change? Why do we only have one? Why is the name Israel just one? Why don't we have it like in every different way? Yeah, we call Jacob, but we all understand that Jacob was surnamed Israel, right? Only one Israel. Yeah? Only one Israel. Can somebody change that? Can somebody change that? If they change that, would you know they're talking about you? That's why When our brothers in the States, they start saying, when they start waking up, they say we're not African, because the word African and the word Israel is two different words. It's two different words. So, hey, and not every African is Israelite. So I agree with that. But however, a lot of Africa is Israel. That's why I'm bold enough to say Africa is Israel. I'm bold enough to say it because, hey, that's the reality. How are we going to separate them now is going to be a problem. You won't be able to do that. But we have a scripture that says when our Creator comes, he shall separate the sheep from the goats. So not everybody who went on the slave boats, for example, not everybody who went on the slave boats was an Israelite. That's just a lie. Not everybody who went on the slave boats were an Israelite. You'd be surprised that, you know, there's a mixture down to 1/10 of every tribe on the boat. There's a mixture. 1/10 of every tribe. I'm not talking the Israelite tribes. I'm talking of all the other nations. Edomites, Moabites, Jebusites, Ammonites, Ishmaelites, Canaanites, Midianites. All these nations were on the same slave boat. Don't let them deceive you that everybody who was on that slavery are only Israelites. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not true. That's a lie. It's not true. It's not true at all. Look, you know, anyone who can express some views, you know, you're welcome on the panel. I don't know why nobody wants to come on the panel anymore. I hope you ain't not scared or what. We need to hear some voices, you know what I mean? So anybody who has something they think is a question or something that they would like some answers or explanation, you know, let's hear something. Let's hear something. You know, let's hear something. Let's hear something, you know. Not every people on the so-called boats are Israel. Not at all. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. That damage of not being pure Israel had already been done a long time ago. A long time before we even had a chance to fix it. You see, but one thing we do know is that Israel is in every country of Africa. That's one thing we do know. That's one thing we do know. But how are you going to go pick out individuals and tell them you are this, you are that? You let the person speak and you let their spirits be what they say. And the triune spirit is anyone who wants the truth name of the Creator. It can't just be, you can't grow up in China and remember that your great-great-great-grandparents were Israelites of an African stock. Because that's where we come from. That's where we are right now. The whole Middle East was purged of black people. It was purged. We were chased out. It's in the Quran. We were chased out of Arabia. Hated and chased out. So we were left, all of us, in deep sub-Sahara Africa. And as we speak, they're looking out to get rid of us. Let me show you, because some of you don't even know that, all right? That's why we wanted to go into this movie today, all right? We wanted to go into this movie today, yeah? To show a couple of things, all right? Let me see. Right, let me take some questions here, yeah. Right. Yeah, Conquer Rocks. Yeah, he says, Mr. Ty, brother, sorry to ask you, and I know you've been talking about this, but I'm new to this. Why do you say Christianity is satanic, right? Yeah, why do we say Christianity is satanic? Christianity is satanic simply because they don't want to follow our creator who is life. That's it. That's all it is. I know to a lot of you, satanic means like, oh, you know, people drinking blood and cutting people's heads off on a minute by minute basis, you know, and doing deep, yeah, all of that too. But Satanism just means, yeah. Let me, you know, just give you some education here, information, education. Satanism just means listening to Satan. That's all it is. Listening to Satan, doing his will. That's all it is. And that will could be anything. Yeah, that's what Satanism is. So, Brother Conquerors, when you look in Christianity, you see that they don't do the. I'm not talking about, you know, what you would call is individual Christians, okay? Because you could debate all day long with an individual Christian, all right? But as a collective, they can't. They've got nowhere to run. It's same for Islam, same for religion on the earth, yeah. But breaking it down, why is Christianity satanic? It's not because everybody as a Christian is doing evil, i.e. cutting people's heads, murdering, or being a pedophile or a murderer. No, that's not. But once people don't follow the laws of life, they start following the laws of death. Once you start following the laws of death, that qualifies you as satanic. Because Satan wants death. Satan wants death. He wants everything to die because he's opposed to life. All right? So let me put that in there for you. Okay? Satan is opposed. We're going to actually do something quickly now. Satan is opposed to life. Yeah? Everybody, you all know that, right? 789, that one. Yeah? Satan is opposed to life, yeah? Okay? Now, look at what Christianity is, okay? Look at what Christianity is. We're not talking about, you know, blaming a single individual Christian, but look at what Christianity is. Before we do that, family, can you give me names of some Christian countries? Just randomly, right there. Give me some names of some of the biggest Christian countries right there. Please, go ahead. You know, you do it. You do it for me. So I'm waiting, family. Just write out some names of some Christian countries, all of you. Just write it out there. The ones you know. Yeah? I'm waiting, family. Huh? Come on, family. Anyone helping me? I'm waiting for something. Anyone gonna write some Christian names out for me? Well, you know, USA, yeah, okay, England, America, yeah, okay, there you go, yeah. So look at that. You know, we can take, you know, all these countries and put them together. All right. And how we'll do it? We'll look at the leaders. We'll look at the leaders, and then look at the followers. All right. We'll look at the leaders. We'll look at the followers. So the leaders of these religions are, you know, Italy, England, USA. You know, the white nations, basically. Yeah. There they are. So, but look at their legacy. Look at the legacy of these nations. Look at their legacy. Look at their legacy. The Christian kingdom. Look at their legacy. Look at their legacy. Between themselves, they've managed to have 2 world wars. between themselves, yeah? Let's just read off the list, yeah? 2 world wars, yeah? 2 world wars, and we know what world war is, right? 2 world wars, yeah? Let's have a look at what they let's list some of the things they do, and soon you're gonna start helping me, yeah? 2 world wars, um, where do we start? It's so much. I'm stunted, yeah? Um, weapons of what? Mass destruction, yeah? Come on, write the list, yeah? Write the list, yeah? World wars, weapons of mass destruction, destruction of the atmosphere, destruction of the atmosphere, yeah? Destruction of the waters, the air and drinking water. All right. Contamination with what do you call it? Boy, contamination and radiation. Yeah. Nuclear fallout. Yeah. Nuclear fallout. Are you listening, family? Yeah. GMO food. Thank you there. GMO foods. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Third World War, they're planning that one. Yeah. Third World War. That one's on the books already. Third World War. Yeah. I mean, do we need to say some more? What's it called? Microchips for humans. Yeah. Microchips for humans. Yeah. Microchips for humans. Yeah. Destructive sciences, destructive inventions. I mean, we can go on and on and on. Invention of money to enslave people. To enslave. The great slave trade. We can go on and on and on. The great slave trade, which they haven't given a penny back for. Destruction of all African ecology, yeah, wildlife, yeah. We can go on and on and on. We could just go on and on and on. We can go on and on and on. Destroying outer space. Destroying outer space. Agenda 21. I mean, we could just go on and on from you just off the top of the head, yeah? Depopulation programs. What's the other words again? MK Ultra, mind control. Mind control. Gender bender. Some of you don't know these ones. Gender bender. What's it called now? Fertility. Yeah. Gender bender fertility, which is the creation of homosexuals. Some of you don't know that one. Creation of homosexuals. Yeah. They create homosexuals from birth. with gender bender medicines and pills and all that stuff. Gender bender agenda. How much of these does it take before the earth will be destroyed? How much more will the earth have to actually endure before the earth is destroyed? And all of this we're talking about, all of these things are done by what nations? What nations are doing this, family? Is it the pagan nations that are doing this? I mean, when we say pagan nations, we mean in the third world countries. Are they the ones doing this? Are they the ones doing it? Which nations are doing this? Come on, family. Which nations are doing this? Between Russia and America alone, they got more nuclear weapons or warheads than the earth needs to be destroyed 100,000 times over or whatever. Because ain't nobody gonna be here to see how much it gets destroyed anyway. Everything is everything. Do we all believe Noah was real? Do we believe you are real? That's the question. Everything is everything. Are you real? We don't believe you exist. We don't believe you exist. Yeah, Marvin Drumright, you're right. Israel has the most. That's because Israel is America. You see, Israel is America. America is Israel. Everything is everything. You don't exist. I don't think you exist. Prove to us that you exist. Before we prove Noah exists, prove to us that you exist. Because all I can see right now is just text, innit? The same way we see text about Noah, we see text about you. We don't know you. Nobody knows you. Prove to me you exist first. Everything's everything. Prove to me that you exist. Come on. This could be a computer just typing text, innit? We don't know you exist. You know, people come along. You hear people with this kind of questions. And I thank you for that, GSH, everything. Because it opens up a new channel of discussion for us, you know. You hear a lot of people come and say, oh, yeah, prove to me that Moses exists. Prove to me that this exists. And I say, look, you prove to me that your great-great-grandfather exists. You prove that to me first. The proof that Moses exists is that I am here. If Moses didn't exist, I wouldn't be here. Prove to me that, you know, I'm using their words. Prove to me that God exists. This is the proof in front of you. What do you want? This is the evidence that, you know, the Creator exists, is me being here. Everything that we read about that the Creator was supposed to have done, we can see it. Anybody got a problem with the Creator? Come on the what do you call it, on the panel. Let's talk. It's not about winning. It's not about winning, family. Don't be afraid. It's about just being able to explain things to people. I want heavyweights. You know, when the heavyweights get in there, I may just rise to a new level. Because I'm just kept at one level because they're just running scared. All them heavyweights. They can't come because it's simple questions. Are we all a result of incest? Everything is everything. I wish I could hear your voice because sometimes it's hard to really know what the question really is, you know, in a real context, you know. But what is incest? What is incest? That's an invented word. Incest is just an invented word. What do you mean incest? Let's throw that back at you. Let's throw that back at you. Johnny Doe, how do we join the panel? And can I do it on my phone? Well, only you will know the answer somehow because if you got Google or if you can open your email, I don't know what kind of phone it is, But I know people use their tablets and their phones. If it's a strong, powerful phone, like it can stream audio and video to Google Hangouts. So all you have to do is just send me your email on hit online 314 at gmail.com. Yeah, and I just add you and then invite you. I just add you and just invite you, and that links you into the panel. So that's how you join that one. Furaha78, you say, Tai, when is the Sabbath? Lunar or Roman calendar? Well, anything Roman, you really want to be careful about it. But when you say what is the Sabbath, I'm not even sure how you want to, what's it called now? How you want that answered in terms of which day is it or which calendar are we following? I've spoken to at least one brother concerning the Sabbath, and it's a serious issue. But I think it's something maybe should be done on a lesson setting, because I can't do much justice by just kind of like brushing over it like fast food, because there's a whole lot of stuff inside it. But we're not talking about just the idea of Sunday or Saturday, because you see, you can't. Family, you need to understand, if you only speak in English, you can't ask the right questions. You seriously can't ask the right questions. Imagine somebody, I don't even know how to put this now. Well, if you're speaking English, it's hard to even ask the right questions, then you can even understand what you're trying to say sometimes, because the English language is just there so that we can get more confused. You understand? So when you say, is Sabbath the Sunday or Saturday, you've already started asking the wrong questions, because the Creator didn't invent those two words. He didn't tell you to check. The Creator didn't tell you to check if it's Saturday or Sunday. So when you really think about it, you're using the wrong tools already. You're using the wrong tools. But because we're speaking English, what do we do now? But when you go check back into Genesis, the Creator didn't refer to any day by name. He referred to the days by number. Are you with me? He referred to the days by number. So you asking which day, Saturday or seventh day, you're already dead, because what is Saturday, what is Sunday? Those are new constructs that came to add to the confusion and start a new understanding on the earth. And with that in place, it becomes a situation where people will almost never be able to trace back their understanding to ancient understanding. They'll never be able to get back there. Are you with me, family? That's why they put all these words there. Sunday, Saturday, Monday, and they're all days of pagan. They're all kind of like, what you would call pagan names or pagan deities. The moon, the sun, Thor, Weds, what's the other ones in there? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Frigga, Saturn. Thank you, young Puddy. So they're all just pagan, invented pagan days. But that don't still give you much understanding. All right. So, but there's a whole issue about the whole thing, which I think for those of you who may be young in faith, you may get seriously disturbed if you hear some of the things that need to be said. That's why your brother Ty needs to first let you understand that you need to first come back to the understanding of what this whole thing is about from the beginning, because it don't do much justice to you to just jump in at one part of the thing and start running with that, because you know it's just madness, really. It's like going university and starting in this second year or something, or you miss a few weeks. Even if you miss a few weeks of lectures, it could almost cost you a whole, you know, a whole, what's it called now, a whole pass for your session or whatever. You need to start this thing with the understanding, and some of it's got to be done in a proper setting so that you're solidly founded. You know, we don't do it like we're just eating chicken in McDonald's. We got to do it like we've set up, sit down, listen, do it properly, so you know that, boy, this ain't just talking for talking's sake. See what I mean? So that's why this is important for us. Let me see right here now. So yeah, this is a very serious issue that we need to get into, all right, family? It's a very serious issue that we need to get into. And it's very important. But yeah, which day is the Sabbath? Normally right now, everybody's decided it's what we call Saturday. Because that's the day that links up with the seventh day of the week. And that's just easy for now. That's not the only issue on the floor, and I like that issues are covered properly and in the order that they were even put in place. So the first issue is that we should know the name of our creator and know why he created everything. Then that would start to give your spirit understanding. It will start to give you a spirit understanding when we move one gear up. Okay, it will start to give you a spirit understanding when we move one gear up. Okay, all right, family. So I want us to do it like that, because I don't want things to just be like, you know, just anyhow. Won't suffice. Do I have background sound? Sorry, Carter, is true. Are you asking or are you saying I have? What question was that again? Sorry, am I misunderstanding anything? Is somebody asking if there is some sound? Is there some sound going on? The 21 gun salute. Oh, okay, is it? Oh, okay. Sorry. I see what you're saying. I don't know if it's still the same right now. Is it still the same right now? Yeah. Gunshot fired. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Sorry. I know what it is. I'm going to just remove this right now. It's going to be all right in a minute. Oh, I see why GSH everything said, I said, who am I shooting at? Okay, now I understand why you asked that, GSH. Yeah, I was just trying to, I wasn't shooting at nobody. So I understand. Sorry about that, family. I just, some ads out there, all right? Just something for the 21 gun is playing. I didn't know it was, because it's got a sound of its own. But yeah, when I need it, I'll put it back. Yeah, family, there's issues to talk about on that thing. While we're at this halfway mark, family, please hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the register button on the email, hit the donate button. Help us to grow. We really want to take this to all family, all up. Our truth is the superior and only truth out here. We're calling all comers to come and to prove us wrong, as we've been doing for all time. Not out of pride or arrogance, but just so that you can remain confident that everyone who come got shut down, and they know that they have to take on this same. It's not in pride or arrogance, but in glory for our Creator. All right, so we call in all people who may disagree. We're teaching life, and on Him on Him is based all other truth. If you got His name, you don't know what you're talking about. So let me fire some shots now. ISUIPK, IUIC, GMS, G this, G that, GOCC, Muslims, Christians, Hindus. No disrespect, but if you're not teaching what we're teaching here, it's all in vain. You're not talking about our Creator. You're talking about some so-called gods. We're talking about our Creator. And we want to back that up with evidence, with explanation. Yeah? So our Creator is important. His name is important. His people are important. His nation is important. You don't want to be ignorant. Don't want to be ignorant at all. Don't want to be like a Muslim, just being ignorant. Because, to me, all our brothers who are out there teaching lies in ignorance, be they Christian, be they Muslim, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, family. Ignorance is ignorance. Lies is lies. It ends up in the same place. Everything's the same. If it's a lie, it's a lie. I hope the bullet stopped now. Has the bullet stopped? Yeah. Has the gunshot stopped? Yeah. USH everything. They say the shooting is over. Yeah. Shoot down the vampires. Yes. Yes. We're shooting them down. Let's play it one more time. Hold your ears, family. Let me get it and let it play, all right? Let's see if we can get it. Let it just play anyway. Let's shoot down lies. Where is it gone now anyway? Can't find it when you need it. When you don't need it, people say it's playing. So I need to remove the noise from it. What is it called again? Well, hey. Yeah, so we need to be very perceptive and paying much attention to what people are trying to pass into us as if it was truth, because people are just so busy trying to deal with their lies as if they're doing you a favor, but the reality is they're trying to kill you with information. They're trying to murder you with information. You may not see it like that, but boy, that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Information kills. Information can set free. It can kill. I mean, look at us now in Africa. Information is almost finished killing us right there. Information, not even guns. Information can kill. We get the wrong information, we go out with it. That's it, it's over. They use it in warfare, information warfare. Information warfare. Information warfare is madness. You know, it's between it's between these religions. You know, between these religions, they wanna destroy humanity. They don't care. You the fool. You the fool. If you one of these, you the fool. Family. If you one of these, you the fool. You can't escape their inferno. They don't intend for you to escape. That's why it's important for us to know, like, hold on. Can't just believe everybody because, hey, one, they look like you. Maybe they speak a language that sounds like yours. It's not enough. Don't fall into an emotional roller coaster. Emotionalism kills. Emotion kills. Family. Emotion kills. Don't fall into that trap. So I'm making claims, but at the same time, I'm saying, look, I'm ready to, like, to talk to anyone who thinks we're wrong. It's important. Many of these teachers who are teaching people out there, they don't take life questions. They can't take life questions. They can't take investigation. They can't take interrogation. They can't. They won't. They do a video and they'll speak from behind the video. And when they're done, they're gone. When they're done, they're gone. They won't be like, okay, come on the panel. Come and ask me a question. You know how many panels I wanted to go on? But there's no panel to go on. Some of them, if I even go on, it'd be like I'm trying to, start arguing with them. And when you realize, family, some people you think are out there to give you truth, it depends on your spirit. If you're out there just for information, because information to you is entertainment, I know you're not bothered. But if information to you is life, you won't take information like entertainment. You won't take information like entertainment. That's what most people are doing right now. They're just taking information like it's some kind of entertainment. Like, yeah, oh, that was real food, man. It was dropping some bombs. Well, what's the bombs gonna do? It's just more information, innit? What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with more information if it's not leading you anywhere? What are you gonna do with all the gods that they worshipped in Egypt? Anyway, I'm gonna fire some shots right now, because my spirit is like that sometimes, and sometimes I feel like if I don't do it, somebody gonna blame me for not doing it. If you do it, they blame you for doing it. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? So don't be ignorant. Don't be an Islamic ignorance. You got to try to like know why you're doing what you're doing. You got to know why you're doing what you're doing, family. You got to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Are you doing this thing just to gain knowledge, to become a guru in a few years so that you can say, yeah, I know what I'm talking about? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? It's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. Now, yeah, I'm just going to play with pictures right now, okay, family? All right? I'm just going to play with pictures right now, okay? And then maybe we're going to go into this kind of, yeah? Now, here is the closest thing here is the closest thing to our culture. All right. Here's the closest kind of, you know, images to our culture, family. Okay. All right. Here's the closest thing to our culture. All right. Our culture is purely, as you can see, vibrant. It's vibrant. It's reminiscent. It's reminiscent of Egypt. Yeah. All right. It's reminiscent of history. You following me? It's evidence. I like that scripture when we got to, you know. Yeah. Now, these are images reminiscent of ancient history. These are the same people still on the face of the earth today. All right. Now, now, how will someone who says they're investigating, how will someone who says they're investigating, give me a second here. Okay. Let me see. Let me put something in here quickly. You excuse me, family. I don't know, does this work? I say yeah, but I don't get it. Okay, what do I do? How is someone who's going to say they're investigating where they're from and where our history is, and they need evidence for stuff, yeah? Like people come and ask and say, yeah, prove to me that Moses existed. How are you going to go prove that Moses existed? How are you going to do that? How are you going to actually do that? In all honesty, prove to me that Darwin existed. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do you not understand what they mean when they say prove something? How are you going to prove something that's not around? How are you going to do it? You're going to go show me his grave, right? So you're telling me if I can show you a grave, then that's all right. Because if it's just graves, we show you graves all day long. Before DNA, yeah, before DNA, people used to be like, well, you know, whatever physical we can show you, that's going to have to suffice. When DNA came along, then the game changed. But they're still lying about DNA right now. Let me show you a little video about, where did I put that video now? Let's see if we can find it anyway. Yeah? Let's show you a little video.
Gotta check this out.
Yeah? Let's show you. Let me see if I find it, yeah? Okay, here we go. Now let's show you this little video here, family. Just so you see what I'm saying, because some of you don't reason this far, this deep, when you're reasoning about anything. You just want a sound bite. But let's just show a video quickly, yeah? Some of you've seen this one, and that's all right, you know. For those of you who haven't, let's go ahead and share this video, all right, family? So, here we go, okay?
Of European descent. That's not a big surprise, but now we're going to get a little bit more specific. This company combines both British and Irish together. And there are slight differences because, Nicole, you're 18% British and Irish. Erica, you're 16% British and Irish. But Jacqueline, you're almost 19% British and Irish.
Oh, wow.
And we found some bigger differences. For example, Nicole, you're 11% French and German. But Erica, you're 22.3% French and German.
Wow, that's weird.
According to
This is France more.
and
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very shocking.
it is differences. For example,
Are you watching this, family? So look at this DNA lie. Look at the DNA lie business, yeah? And this is three girls in a one family, all right? Triplets. And look, they look so identical. You wouldn't know which one comes at you Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. All right? You wouldn't know. But they're telling them that their DNA sequencing is off. They're telling them, like, look, we can't even connect you. A 1% difference in the DNA is telling a whole different story. But they're saying mother and father. So we're going to go down the line of, yeah, I can't show you where Moses' grave is, but that means he don't exist. Well, show me where your great-great-great-grandfather grave is. Because if you can't show me his grave, he don't exist either. But on the other hand, if we do find his grave, then what? You're going to pluck his bones out and do a DNA test, right? And you're going to tell me you can give me an accurate, result based on lies, that this is who you say it is. And it's all just lies. So you can't use the past. You can't use the past to prove anything, really, in all honesty. You can't. You can't prove. You can supply what you think is evidence, what you think is facts, what you think is truth, what the closest you have. You can do all of that. But let no person come at you and say, prove to me that, Jesus. No, you prove to me he didn't. You prove to me he didn't. That would be interesting too. Or you know what? I can say to you, okay, I can concede, but you prove to me that he didn't now, since I can concede. You can't prove that either, but we'll go one better. Prove to me that your great-great-grandmother existed. What are you going to do? You can't. Prove to me that you actually went on the slave boats. You can't. You really can't. You can only tell me that there's some records in history that don't prove that you were on the boats. It don't. The only things that are evident are the things we see right now. That's why it's called evidence. It is something we can see. If you can't see it, it's not evidence. What can we see though? What can we see though? What can we see at the moment? What can we see? We can see what we see. That's the evidence we have. Now we can go back to go and work with the evidence that some people had when they saw what they saw. But we have to rely on them whilst they're not around. They're not around. We can't ask them more questions. We can only go by what they've written down. And once we start using that kind of gun, everybody's going to be in front of it. Once we start using that kind of gun to intellectually check everything, everybody's going to be in front of it. In fact, we who stand here right now are going to be in front of it. Prove to me that Africa had great civilizations. Prove to me. How are you going to prove that? You can only read a book to me. You can read a book to me. You can quote from some scholars. But how much proof can you actually show me? You can only keep going back one more scholar, one more scholar. You even hear some people say, give me primary evidence. What primary evidence? Who is the primary evidence? Who? Some scholar who wrote 1,000 pages about something they themselves didn't actually experience? Yeah, we understand that there's some things still standing. That's fine. But if you understand what I'm saying, is in terms of people, in terms of dates, in terms of things that happened in the place. Yeah, the wall can be there, the pictures can be there, but who's to say those pictures ain't been tampered with? Who's to say those pictures ain't been tampered with? I mean, look how much tampering the Western world is doing with history right now. Look how the Western world is busy rewriting history right in front of us right now. Look how they're busy rewriting history right in front of us right now. I hope you can see that, family. In a few decades, that could become the real history. Then we're going to rewind back to go and check the history, only to find it in the books. But we know right now that they're cooking up the history for the future. We know they're cooking the books right now for the future. In the future to come, they won't listen to my voice or your voice. They'll be listening to the books. Are the books right? They're writing the books right now. Are those books right? Are those books right? Let me pull a video for you anyway. I'm a kill this one right there. Which one is it now? Yeah, window capture. Yeah. I'm gonna take this window off right there, family. Okay? Remove. Yeah. So we go back to the kings, the people we can actually see. These are real people that we can see right now. All right? These are people we can see right now. And any one of you can see this king here, this chief here, this ruler here. You can see what you would call the same kind of crown that the kings or rulers or the pharaohs of Egypt have on their head. Which shows you that, you know, he's ruling in a realm, either in this kingdom or that kingdom, signified by the kind of, you know, horn on his hat. All right, let me try and get that for us. I know you all know that. Okay, you all understand. But some people they just like to see, you know. Right? I hope I find what I'm looking for. I know I've got pictures somewhere, but hey. So right, there you go. Right, let's use this one. This one suits my mood. So here you go, a picture right there. All right. So there you go. So there you got a picture right there with the same style of hat that the ancient Egyptians, black Africans, like the man you seen right there, like he's wearing on his head. And I got better pictures. I just, you know, just pulling something out of the hats right now. Just pulling one quick one. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. This is a purely African thing. There's not just one king. There's loads of them. You know, let me see if I can get more for you. All right. Here we go. Let me see. I don't know if I want this one. I must say, I didn't see. let me see. Boy, I can't go through all of this. But anyway, so there you go, family. You have evidence. What do we call evidence? We call evidence what you can see. And you can see this one. You can see it. You don't even need to go back 4,000 years to go see it. You can see right now. That's why they set up scholars. Because scholars, they want you to only go back. Because once you go back, you go listen to them. Then they'll tell you whatever they want to tell you. I.e., they're going to tell you some lies. So, but why do we need to go look scholars when the evidence is still right in front of us right now? Why do we need to go run looking for scholars when the thing is in our culture? Why do we need to be so stupid? Why? Why? Why do I need to go looking for something that ain't lust? It's not lust. Why do I go looking for it? Eh? Why am I going to go look for something that's in my own backyard, that I grew up with, that is absolutely in the yard, that is beckoning every day, that we see, that is evident? I don't want to go listen to some liar who want me to go, just not seeing. Why? Why? How did we become so stupid? How? Family. How did that happen to us? And that's why they use the diaspora narrative to continue to blind those of you in the diaspora, because they know you can't check. They know you don't know nothing about the thing. Your culture is severely stunted because you're not in your own culture. How can we be Israelites in another man's culture, and they would let you become, they would let you be what you're supposed to be? They won't. They'll make sure you're lost. They'll make sure you don't know what you're doing. Why they want to give you any retrace? Why they want to help you to get yourself back to your own heritage, your own history? Ain't nobody going to help you to do that. They're not stupid. They're trying to win the war. They're trying to win the war. I'm just looking for the right photo, family. They're trying to win the war. It's information war. Information war. Why they want to help you to find yourself? And you ain't going to be paying them. You're not paying them. You're not paying them, are you? Why are they going to be interested in helping you to find your own self in history? That's why when they come out with this movie now, people going crazy because, wow, black man was great. Yeah, we was great. But look at what they're trying to make us to see. Look at what they're trying to make us to see, family. Anyway, let's get into the movie. I was looking for one picture and I can't find it. These things, you find them when you don't need them. When you need them, you don't find them. It's like that. Let me see. Am I? Oh, come on. It's so unfair. Where's everything gone? Excuse me, family. Yeah, so nobody wants to give us a break, i.e. for us to find ourselves in the book. The white Arabs are at it. White Christianity is at it. Everybody's at it. Ain't nobody has any interest in setting us free. That we should know who we are, where we're from, you know, and what we're doing. Now, let's share some of this with us, yeah, all right? Some people like to say, yeah, Israel was never in existence. I was even still listening to an Islamic brother today, still talking rubbish, because ain't nobody gonna challenge him. You know, ain't nobody gonna say to him anything. You know, ain't nobody gonna challenge him to say anything. So what better to you know? And that's the sort of time that I wish. Oh, okay. I wish that we could, you know, he could have a panel, and he himself could be questioned a little bit. Because without him being questioned, he sounds like, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. You know? Let me see if this works. Hello, better not. So there you go, family. There is a pharaonic leader of Egypt. Which one am I trying to do here? No. Yeah? And there is a modern day, I'm saying modern day, because it's much more modern. Yeah? And there is a modern day king in Nigeria. Yeah? You know, I'm calling him modern day because compared to what we call ancient Egypt, we're much farther up. So, but there is the founding father, one of the founding fathers of the Yoruba, of the Benin, of even the Igbo in Nigeria. See the horn of kingdomship. The horn of kingdomship upon his head. The horn of kingdomship upon his head. I don't agree with all the history surrounding our nation. I don't agree with all of it, but we're just giving you images just so you can see the similarities between what you call Egypt and what is now modern day Nigeria and what is now modern day Israel. What is now ancient Israel in Africa. All right, family? Ancient Israel in Africa. For some of you who've been on this lesson tour for the last couple of weeks, we've shown you stuff that is enough to like let you know you're in the right place to learn. It's not so much about how much pieces of information we have. It's just how simply you just connect them, because there's no big deal about knowledge. A lot of the people you see quoting people who've read 1 million books, you wonder, like, hold on, the people you're actually quoting, how many books did they read? You know, there's more books written about Muhammad. Muhammad himself never read any book. But look at all the scholars of Islam today. Before they won't even let you get to Muhammad. They're going to quote 1 million books at you. Oh, no, you got to go through hadiths. Oh, that's not the right hadith. That's the wrong hadith. That's a weak hadith. That's not a reliable hadith. You can't get to their prophet. You can't get there. You have to go through the scholars, and before you go through the scholars, you're 75 years old. You're 75 years old, so you ain't gonna get there. Because they've protected their king. They've protected their king with lies. And this is some of the truth now coming out. We've proved that Muhammad is a black person. They can't hide that, so they say, yeah, okay, he's black, Abraham was black, Canaan was black, Ishmael was black, and all right, everybody's black. So why black people going to bow down in the white people's land? We prove Christ is black. So why is everybody going to bow down in the white people's land? The only evidence we see of any of these people existing is in Africa. So all of those of you who asking me, like, prove to us that Moses exists. Well, the reason you can't see that Moses exists is because you're looking in the wrong place. You're constantly looking in Europe. You're constantly looking in white scholars' books. You don't look within your own culture. All the names in the Bible are African names. How you going to go to European scholars who don't even know what they're doing to ask them about what is yours? Like any of them speak your language. They're trying now. They're trying now. How are you going to be putting your trust on a people who don't know what they're doing? Oh yeah, here's a smooth photo I got now. I'm going to change this photo for you. I'm just going to do this as a image actually. It's madness, family. We wanna re-educate you and show you truth, because it has to be done. Even if you're gonna continue lying to people, at least you know that you've been told truth. If you're gonna continue lying to people, at least you know that you've been told truth. Now there's a picture I think I might have been looking for. You've been told truth. Alright? Now these are them again. They don't come again. Look at them. Oh boy. I'm trying to do this properly. Now you all know we're telling you truth. All right? Telling you truth right there. What's this? Oh, where was I again? There you go. Filters. What? Which one is this? Oh boy. Which one I just put in there right now? No idea which one I just put in there right now. Dun, 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 dun. So there you go, family. These are the same kings of Egypt, letting you know they're still alive. They're still there. They still got the crown. with Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, the Ajo on the top of their heads. They're still letting you know they got it. And someone you don't know nothing. But when you say, well, show us Moses existed, well, that's because you're looking in the wrong place. You're looking in the wrong place. They're coming for us, but they're making sure we don't know they're coming for us. Why are we showing you all this stuff? Because so you can understand that while they keep crying that, you know, we don't know where these people are. What do you mean you don't know where people are? Like we say, you know, 789 this one. When I write it, then I'll let you 789 it, all right, family? All right. All right. So that's me giving you this one, yeah? I hope you know what to do with this, isn't it? 789 that. Truth is not lost. Man is. All right? Truth is not lost. Man is. You are. We, Hebrew Israelites, we're not lost. Egyptians, we're not lost. Egypt is the same as Israel. Egypt is the same as Israel. That's why these families up in the Americas want you to just hate Africa. Because they don't want you to know that Israel is in Africa. Truth is not lost. Man is. Cheje Olagoke. Ìlú Ìbàdàn. Yeah? Ṣé Ìbàdàn lẹ́yìn ni? Ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n ṣe máa ń béèrè. A ní ṣé Ìbàdàn lẹ́yìn ni? Hello, Z. You dey see the thing? Yeah? So, family, share this thing. Hit the like button. Share it. Let people know that, you know, it's simple things. It's just simple things. It's not hard. It's just simple truth. The truth is simple. Well, Ìbàdàn làwa náà láti lò gbà. Abi, Alozi, you dey see the thing now? You see the thing? Our people are still there. Our people are still there. You can go on and on with all the others. Even now, like we said the other time, family. Even now, while we're busy sleeping, we have, we have our European sisters getting ready to colonize our nation. You understand? They're getting ready to take it. If you don't want it, are you listening, family? Yeah? If you don't want your own nation, you don't want your own heritage. If you don't want your own heritage, yeah, let's reverse it. Let the thing meet up there. If you don't want your own heritage, family, yeah, the Europeans will take it. In the next 25 years, they will write history books and tell you that, look, they were the ones in Africa. You will then have no place. Where are you from? By that time, they would have burned all the books about race, about what's it called now? They would have burned all the books, because do you not understand why everything is going online right now? Do you not understand why everything is going online right now? Books are going online. You know, information is going online. To check your ancestry is going online. To write a record is going online. Do a research or do a thesis is going online. Storing books and information is going online. One day they're just going to declare that, look, we can't have all these books lying around because it's becoming too much for the global warming or whatever they want to bring up. It's not sustainable. Let's burn the books. And they start with you black people to burn our history. And once they burn the history, they have the power of online history. They'll write themselves back into history because their women are learning how to speak our languages now. Do I blame them? No. Do I agree with it? Yes. Don't get upset at me, because I know some of you just get emotional. You get emotional. You all get emotional. But the reality is that you are in their country. Why do you dress like them? Why do you speak their language? Why don't you ask yourself that? Why you want to stop them from dressing like you? Why are you in their country? And you think they won't go in yours and sit down there and be like you? You're deluded. You're deluded. Delusion. You know, they're doing what we didn't want to do as Israel. If we don't want to do what we're supposed to do, yeah, they'll do it, and they'll get the results for it. And then you're going to be left with nothing. You're going to be left with nothing. That's why we say back to Africa is the reality. It's the reality. Back to Africa is the reality, family. Well, ẹ bá ń gbé Ìbàdàn fọdún mẹ́wàá, ẹ padà síbẹ̀ ni o. Ẹ padà síbẹ̀ ni. Gotta go back there. Yeah, prior. Yeah, man. Me want go prior, Israelite Jew. Let's go prior. Go prior, yeah? Yeah, Boa Vista, yeah? It's Boa, innit? Boa Vista. Which one's the better one, innit? Cape Verde. Beautiful place, innit? The earth belongs to the Most High, EA. You see, we as Israelites were supposed to rule it, control it, safeguard it, promote it, and then invite the nations to be like us. So when you see these white Europeans looking like us, they're doing it when we didn't even do our jobs. But if we allow them to finish without you making it happen, they'll have to run you out of the place. Because you're not the one who helped them. You're not the one who helped them. Well, it being by me right now. I'm feeling hungry just watching this meal. I feel hungry just watching this meal. You know. So this is what we're saying. When we don't get busy doing what we're supposed to do to encourage the nations to be like us, to teach them righteousness, then the evil powers take hold of them and teach them their own thing, and then use them to punish us. So we'll be out of place soon. We'll be out of place soon if we don't get our act together. We don't even know how much is left of the earth. If it's going to be any longer, the way we're going, we're seriously out of luck. Seriously. Seriously. You understand? We're not giving ourselves a chance to do anything constructive on all fronts, on all levels. All right, let's try and see if we can go into the movie a little bit now. Right. Okay. So let's see if we can go into the movie a little bit. All right, family. Are you ready for that? You ready for the movie? You ready for the movie, family? Let's see if we can get ready for the movie in a minute. Remove, yeah. Take all this just in case they don't freeze up this computer. You ready for the movie? Let's have a look. Let's have a movie review. Jejo Lago kílẹ̀ ń wí ń bẹ̀ yẹn ń sìn báyìí. Ṣáyìn ti gbéyàwó sà. Right. Inferno. There you go. So let's watch something. Let's put a window capture. Right. Right. Anyway, let's do a little bit of this movie and then. Or let me take a little. Let's take a little pause. Right. Let's take a little pause right there. So shalom, family. Shalom to all of you. Let me see everybody in the house. Lifesaver Leah. Shalom to you. Tigri too. Shalom. Everything. Shalom. Israelite Jew. Shalom. You're all right. JJ Olago, okay, shalom to you. Official shalom to all of you, family. Hope you all are right. Hope all your families are all right too. Everything's everything. Tigri too, JJ Olago, okay. Israelite Jew, yeah. Boa Vista, here we come. Alozi, shalom. Kedu Odema. Kedu Alozi. Kedu. Asi Sekar. Shalom. Well, let's hope we won't sit down while we're watching. Israel, mine elect, shalom to you. We're saying shalom to all of you out there right now. Shalom to all of you. Hit the like button, family. Hit the share button. Hit the registration up on our website when you can. Register for the what's it called, the academy, or just to be part of our family. Yeah, all right. We plan to do a whole lot of work, and we're hoping to grow with you, and to do all this stuff that's just life to do together. All right, we gotta give ourselves a chance and a voice to move into the next part of this 25th century with some kind of smoothness, family. You understand? So Tim Grib, shalom to you. Shalom. Who else is there right now? Let's see. Shalom to all of you, family. Have I missed out any names yet? Right. So shalom to all of you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the website button. And hit the donate button. Donate to us. Support us. Be with us. Be family. If you're life, you got to support life. You got to support life. If you're life, don't let this garden die. Don't let this garden die. Don't let it dry up. Support it. Your brother Ty is putting in the work. I got to say it all the time. I will say it all the time because it is a serious thing. If you think we should go on like that, then support it. If we don't, then look, it's just going to dry up. And hopefully, it won't be like that. But Support the work, support the effort. Every little helps. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. We got to do it. If we don't do it, then we're writing our own annihilation. We're writing it. All the nations who don't like us, they are supporting their own media information structure. Don't forget, we're working on their platform, so we definitely need support. You know, we're working on their platform. We know that. But if you ain't making any effort, why should they keep you breathing? You tell me. Why should China keep you breathing if you don't even want to support your own? Why should the Polish people keep you breathing if you won't support your own people? Why? Why should Albanians even support you when they got their own problems? Why should Romanians support you if you won't support yourselves? Yeah? The African community, when we say African community, we're talking about all Negro community all over the world. We got the most money on the earth after the people who really own the money. But will we share? Will we spend it with each other? Will we give it to each other? Will we support each other? Will we help each other? Will we do stuff for each other for free? I don't even need your money, but just volunteer to do something. Honestly, if you can volunteer to do like 1/10 of the work, you will soon see that it will cost money. If you're going to give me 1/10 of your time, 1/10 of your skill set, I don't need your money. That's enough. But you will soon see that it will cost you money to give me 1/10 of your time. I need 1/10 of your time. If you can't give 1/10 of your money, you got to give 1/10 of your time. Or what's your excuse? What's your excuse, family? What's your excuse? I'm giving 90% of my time. I'm not even giving 10%. I'm giving 90% of my time and money to do this job. I'm giving 90%, family. Yeah, I got to say it because guess what? I want it to be a witness to all of us so that when the day finally comes, there's no need to cry. It's just what we do is what's there. What we didn't do is clear. I ain't trying to be like, but it's just honesty. The work that goes into just doing stuff like this, it's not a joke. Never mind the kind of, other issues you face. It's just a whole lot. So let's support ourselves. Let's make this garden grow. Let's make it look nice. The future is still ahead of us. If we close down, they made a movie for us right now. We're enjoying it. When are we gonna make our own? I see a lot of brothers who want to do something, want to do a project. They don't even get 1 penny. Nobody's giving them nothing. It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. I know we got our problems and all of that, but guess what? If we don't do something for ourselves, we're going to be begging everybody to do something for us. But how are they supposed to do something for you if you don't do it for yourself? So shalom to all of you, family. Hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, share, register, and donate. Donate. Call Brother Ty up and say, look, how can I help? Don't be afraid. Brother Ty is just somebody like you. It's somebody like you. I'm not complaining because me, myself, I've enjoyed many people's work. I've enjoyed many people's work too. So I know I got to give. But we need to encourage each other to do some more, to do a little bit more. All that money we waste on all the rubbish that we waste, we could be growing. I can't even leave sitting in front of my computer because most of the work can get done from here. But if I had more hands, I could be out there. I could be outside there. I could be outside there. If I had more time, I could be outside there. Just designing graphics, researching. I mean, it's like I've asked a sister right now to compile some research material that we can present. But she offered. She said, "Oh, Brother Ty, how can I help?" Now that's commendable. That's commendable. How can I help? What can I do? I say, okay, look, sis, if you can do this and do that, that'd be nice. So we gotta put in, family. We gotta put in. We own the kingdom, but a kingdom is nothing without you kings. Without you kings, the kingdom is nothing. That's why you saw all them kings sitting down together there doing something. We just showed it. Anyway, let's get back into the movie. Let's get back into the movie, all right? Let's show you some of the stuff inside the movie, yeah? Let's show you some stuff inside the movie. This movie is Captain America. Who's seen this one before? Who's seen this one before? Captain America. Anyone seen this one? Anyone seen this one before? Anyone seen this movie before? Anyway, let's see how this movie started, okay? This movie centered itself in Nigeria, and I want you to see why they're doing it, okay? Okay. All right. All right, just kind of get with the couple of minutes of this movie, and see what they're doing. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So this way they start this movie, kind of like in Nigeria, Lagos. All right. It's where they kind of start this movie here. Institute for Infectious Diseases. Yeah. What did you guys get out of this movie when you had a look at it? Institute for Infectious Diseases. I haven't actually watched the whole movie. I've just watched the trailer and maybe a few clips in between it. You know, because like I said, the main point is what I go into it for, and the main point is what you can see right there. Institute for Infectious Diseases. I mean, why? Anyway, let's have a look. Let's roll it. I'll let you watch the whole thing, and then I'll make a commentary. All right, family? So about 4 minutes, and we talk. Right, family. So you can see how easy that was. How easy this is. A real life city and how they've mapped it out. How they've actually put the reality in there. But the point is, why have they actually put this movie in there? What's the whole point? Why they put this movie in there? Why they put the why they put the why they put the infectious disease and the idea of some biological warfare that a couple of nations are now coming into Africa to fight over it inside. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, family? Check it. Let's play that again. Is this playing or something? I don't know if that's frozen on your screen. Oh. See what's going on here. I would stop the video right there. Excuse me, I don't know. Okay. Just give me a second, Johnny Doe. Not sure if the thing is frozen. Is it frozen on my screen or what? Well, what's going on? Am I seeing this? Can you family still see the video? Is the video playing for you? Is the video still playing, family? Can somebody comment me if the video is still playing? Oh, what's this now? Well, I don't know if this is stopped or something. Right, I don't know if the video stopped playing, family. Is the video stopped? Anyone seeing anything? Yeah. No sound, eh? How's the sound now, family? Is anything happening? Anyone hearing anything? Sound check 1 2 3. Is the sound all right? Let's have a look where we are right here. Oh, no sound, right? Well, what's going on now? Okay, is it back now, yeah? Hold on. Anyone seen? I can see the video. Any sound? Any sound, family? Any sound? Okay. Well, some people can hear me. Can you see me? Okay, great. Okay, great. Yeah, okay, right, great. Yeah, I don't know what that thing was anyway. Anyway, yeah. I was saying it was easy to see that the movie we was trying to watch right there, that trailer movie, it was easy to see that they started this movie in Nigeria, and it was all about something to do with infectious diseases, a biological warfare kind of disease. And you can see Captain America has intentions to go into Nigeria, into the seat of Judah, to go and release some who knows what in there. Somebody still saying they can't see me. Is sound and video all right? Somebody give me sound and video is all right. Let me see. Oh, the computer is frozen here too. That's strange. It's all happening right there, then, isn't it? Okay, it's sound and video all right, family. It's sound and video all right now. All right, Tony Estrada, thanks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can see them. That's that's the whole reason why the movie starts in the Institute for Infectious Diseases. You can see that's the whole reason the movie starts. Let's try it again. If you missed it, let's play it again. Just in case you missed it, I don't know. There you go. Yeah. So yeah. Let's get that in there again. Oh. Yeah, I'm not playing the sound on it anyway, but where we just 1 second. How'd you get? Oh yeah. Let's see. Sorry, family. Just give me a second again. Okay. Right. So there you go. See? So that's the thing there. Center for Institute for Infectious Diseases. All right, family. And now you can see by following the narrative that they want to cause some kind of problem in that place. But a movie is a movie in one way, but symbolism is the other thing. All right. So symbolism is what's happening right there. So you have all these groups. You know, you see they're all dressed in the Western kind of who knows what what it's all about. But for some reason, America is supposed to come to our aid, when America themselves ain't that trustworthy in the first place, right? Ain't trustworthy. Why, why Africa? All right. So we seen that all this fight is all right as a fight, but what they're really looking for here is let's try and get to it. Right? Right? So here's the real thing. Right, there you go, family. That's what they're really looking for right there. Okay? That's what they're really looking for, family. Not like they're looking for it, but that's what they want to do. So when we talk about the depopulation of the world and this new movie that just come out, this movie we're just trying to talk about right now, Black Panther, how do the two movies tie in? How do they tie in? What's the thing? So I hope you guys are clued in. I hope you're clued in and taking interest in this thing. I hope you're clued in and taking interest in what's going on here. You see, so that was the whole idea. The biohazard thing, infectious diseases. Don't forget that once upon a time, these same nations gave us Ebola and AIDS, HIV. You remember that, family? They hardly finished with those two. This is just a fight now. I don't know where the fight stops, but hey, this is just to make you happy. The whole point really is they got something up their sleeves. I know where the fight. There you go. So that's it. That was the movie right there. That was the movie right there, family. So that we know that they're planning something, surely. All right? They're planning something. They've previously given us a host of other diseases, chemical waste, vaccines. Let's pull that one let's pull the one with Uncle Bill Gates. You know, Bill Gates vaccines for Africa. You know what I mean? It was too long. Yeah. You know. So yeah, say Bill. So let's go with Bill, and then let's get him in there. Let's get Uncle Bill in there. Let's get Uncle Bill inside the game right there. So you got is right. So here you go, family. So yeah. So there you go. You got Uncle Bill in there. The world has 6.8 billion. It's headed up to 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health, so we could lower that by. You understand? Yeah. Okay. So here's Bill Gates saying, look, we could do something about these people getting too big. The numbers are getting too big, family. The numbers are getting too big. Don't make sense to us. We need to lower the black population. Because they wanna lower global population. They're not gonna start with themselves. They're not gonna start with themselves, family, are they? They won't start lowering the populations of Europe or white countries, Australia, something like that. They'll start with the most poor people on the face of the earth, won't they? You know, because obviously we don't matter. Eh? Obviously we don't matter, do we? You hear me? Yeah? You understand? Bill G. See? Let's put something so that at least it looks like we might be onto something here. Trying. So that's what we're trying to, we're trying to bring to, yeah. You see what I'm saying, family? So this is what this is the sort of things we're up against. Because they're dealing with it like as in a system. It's a system for them. For them it's just it's just them doing their work. They're just doing their work. They're just doing their work, family. While we thinking, there's nothing for us to do. Like we should just do nothing, just keep watching. If there's any chance that we would survive, that we would have life, there are people who think otherwise, and they won't even apply these same harmful substances to themselves. They won't apply it to themselves. They want you to get destroyed, but they're not looking at it like, what if somebody did that to them? So that's what we're up against, family. When you may take your foot off the gas and think, hey, we're just safe, just walking our lives off in the Western world and not giving any thought for our nation. So that's what it is. We're not regarded as human at all. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Wasn't I getting they're not looking at us as human at all. 11:56. Well, yeah, I miss John Doe right there. They don't look at us as human at all. We're like insects and pests that they need to just get rid of. John Doe, call me when you can if you're still there. Johnny Doe, call me when you can. So we looked upon like we're just some kind of pests that's just in their way. They wish Africa had nobody in there right now. They wish Africa was just like empty of people. Yeah, you see, they wish they could just like empty the whole of Africa of human beings and just build something like they want. Well, you know what they're going to do with us? What they're going to do with us? Are we supposed to like not have a voice? Are we supposed to just, die off and die away? So we wanted to come to that and just explain why this movie then called Black Panther also, what's the whole intention behind it? What's the whole intention behind it, family, which we dealt with a little bit yesterday. And just thought we'd just run over that today. How you family feeling right now? So that's the whole thing. The whole reason for the Black Panther movie is to make us feel to make us feel like, we're great. Which we are if we actually rise up and do what we're supposed to do. But if we don't, then that movie just serves to make us fall asleep. Because we're always waiting for romantic movies, illusions of grandiose, to lull us to sleep with some kind of false sense of some kind of, importance or what, And they give that to us as a medicine, don't they? They give that to us as a medicine. And we don't seem to know any better why they actually produce a program like that and what it's meant to do to our mindset. But at the end of the day, I can't even remember. Does anyone remember all the beautiful weapons and technology we were supposed to have in Africa in the movie Black Panther? What did we really use it for? What did we use it for, really? Did we not use it to kill each other again? Is that what we use it for? Anyone who's seen the movie wants to come on the panel? Speak their mind or what? Well, that's all I see. That's all I see there. That in the end, they were able to turn us against each other, to annihilate each other, and still not even address the fact that we, as a people, face a common enemy, which is the whole world. We as a people face a common enemy. The whole world don't want us to grow, don't want us to survive this race war, because according to what we're looking at, it looks like, hey, we may take charge of this world. Should we even be able to think properly? Should we be able to think clearly? Should we be able to have vision? Yeah? We don't have vision, we don't have anything, do we? So then managing to turn our families in the States against those in Africa. So you saw Killmonger come all the way to Africa just to say, look, I'm not bothered. I'll kill my own brother. I'd rather do the will of my oppressor rather than, join up with my own brothers and sisters in the struggle. And that's the game. That's the whole message of that movie. There wasn't anything else. You see what I mean? And when you look at what's look at them, we've donated some money to the movie again. Yeah, I mean, who's making that point? Israelite Jew. Yeah, there you go again. We donated all that dollar. You know how much money they grossed just by us watching the movie? How much money was that again? I don't remember. So, family, the end game of the movie Black Panther, when you really look at it, it was one, to turn the black American against the black African, and to make us turn the most important weapons on each other. That's all the movie really, in a nutshell for me. That's what it was. Whereby the reflection should be that we need to now see through the narrative and try and stop that from being the case, i.e. so that we can actually come together to know that we could move forward. We could move forward without having to look to the past, because if we do, we're doomed. Any warrior who looks to the past is doomed. The future is right in front of you. The future is right in front of you. Can't look to the past. The future is right in front of you. Don't forget, our enemies they're not giving up. They were, the kind of weaponry that our enemies have and the power they have over us right now, it's unbelievable. It's like total power. you know, that we could even get help out of this trap is obviously you all know it's going to be a miracle, right? It's going to be a miracle. But our Most High is saying, like, look, if you even want anything, you yourselves need to do something. You yourselves need to do something. You yourselves, you need to show. And if it's not for this kingdom, for the next kingdom, those of you who want to actually make it have to do something. You have to work. You have to work for your own people. You have to work for your own people to save some of them out of the madness that's coming on the earth. The one world religion, the one world currency, a digital money, everything. You know, persecution of people who going to believe in the Bible. That's coming. Persecution if you believe in this kind of stuff that we're talking about. They're planning all of that. They're making it happen. So they give us YouTube and all that so we can keep talking and mark it out. That's all it's about, family. But, you know, the black people, are they paying any attention? Or are we going to wait for the next Black Panther movie? Now, we've now been created in the image of the enemy, as we can see. Anybody got views on that? All we know is what we see. You know, what we know is what we see. What we see going on the earth right now is that they don't look like they have any. They don't look like they have any concern for our well-being. You know, that's the one thing we see on the earth right now. Yeah. And if we would just understand why what we are supposed to be doing, we may not have so much of a problem. But we don't seem to understand that we have work to do and duties to meet as well. Sometimes it even looks like the other nations are actually talking to us to say, look, you guys got to up your game somehow. You've got to you got to find your own calling or something. You know, you got to find your own niche. What's your niche? What's your own speciality? What's your specialization, family? You know, what were you called to do? What are you called to do? When are we going to step up into our own thing? That's it, family. Without much people to comment, I'm going to take my break myself. Without much people to comment on the panel, whatever somebody might have that they could contribute to what we're trying to do in this session, I'm gonna take a break myself. Maybe we'll pick it up tomorrow, family. What'd you say? So there you go, family. The Black Panther Negrophobic Afrophobic agenda is all for the getting rid of the people on the earth who they think mean nothing. Who they have the impression that we mean nothing to the world stage. I think like Africa could be a place where they could get rid of everybody there and start to build it like they build America. It's the only one place left that ain't nobody gonna fight them about. See what I mean? If they could take the planet Africa and wipe out everybody there, they could start building a beautiful palace in Africa. Imagine that. It'd be like when they so-called discovered America. they would just take over the whole place. I wouldn't, you know, like real estate agents, realtors, and land developers. You know how they come into a place and look it over and say, wow, this place got potential. We could build this, build that, build this. Can you imagine that they're looking in space and space looks sketchy? And they look in Africa and they're like, you know, what would it cost them to get rid of all the people in Africa? What would it cost? And would anybody really care? Would anyone ask? Because these Africans don't even like themselves anyway. You know, these Africans don't seem like they like themselves. They don't seem like they love each other. They don't seem like they have anything really doing, which is worthwhile, besides just trying to eat and drink. Why don't we just, you know, maybe erase them and use the whole of Africa as something? A new project, perhaps. The new world. South Africa, they took over South Africa and, you know, they made it what they want. And that's a model for them, like, yeah. And if they could do it in the 1800s, imagine the kind of power, weaponry, and total control they have now. That they could do anything. Think about that, family. Is this the time for us to rejoice that the Black Panther movie is showing us how great we was and then go back to bed? Is this the time? Or is this the time for us to awake and wake up our families in Africa? Wake up our families in the US? Is this not the time to do that? To say, look, you know, it looks like they're getting ready for us. They're not getting ready to bless us. They're getting ready to annihilate us. It sounds like a joke. Sounds like a joke. That's the last frontier. It's the last frontier, Africa. Look at all the resources under the Congo. It's just, look, the China is there. China is in Africa. Everybody's in Africa except we. It's madness. Everybody's in Africa except we. We, the Africans, are not in there. I mean, not like we should be in there. Think about that, family. This your brother, Ty, the HIT, Hebrew Israelite Truth. We're just supposed to do a little short thing just to round up on yesterday. I thought maybe one or two brothers might join us on the panel just to break down the movie a little bit more and then vibe off each other on what we see and what we don't. But maybe we will start to have a better look as the week goes on. All right, family? After some people may have watched it, as some people haven't yet. So that would be nice time to also have a look through it again. And me, myself, maybe I'll watch it one more time or something, just to see what the other things I may have missed. But yeah, that's it, family. We're hoping to put out the confirmations for the lessons. If you haven't already registered, please register. I know we've been saying that it's going to be the end of this month. Here we go again. This month is ended. We're still ain't anyway. Because there's so much to do with just my two hands. But be rest assured, it's being worked on as we speak. What I'm working on right now is how the message will be disseminated. The lessons will be disseminated in what format and so on. So just give me some time. We'll get there. All right, family. So until next time, I'm saying Iye Ashe Iye to all of you. In the name of Iye Ashe to all you family. Wish you a nice morning, a nice evening, a nice afternoon. A life afternoon, rather. and I pray for your health and your conditions and the things you're praying for yourselves. Don't forget, share this truth with one person today and tomorrow. And do all the things that you need to do to support this channel and support this truth and let it go out there. There's some of you who still have questions that you need answering. You need answered. You know, the email is there. You can use the email and write your questions out, and I'll try and get back to you the best way I can. So I say shalom to all you family again. Shalom to all your families. And see you in a bit. So I'm going to take, what, 1 minute, 2 minutes. If you got messages you're trying to send to each other or a question, this would be the best time to do it. All right, family. Shalom. If you got messages you're sending, a roundup, I'll be taking this off now in 1 second, 10 seconds, something like that. Let's go here. So let's go there. All right. All right. So shalom to you families. Shalom to you families. Shalom to you families. Shalom to you families. Oh. Right. The hit. Shalom to you family, all of you. So yeah. Yeah, thank you family. Unite to all of you. Alozi, shalom. Mr. Nam, shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of you. Odabo. Unite to all of you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Hope we see you again in a few days. And got more stuff to do and talk about. So shalom to all your families. Keep warm and keep safe. And keep praying and working towards the same goal. One unity for all the families on the face of the earth. Under a year, share a year. Okay. All right. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom to you.